art of punches when you could throw two punches that sound like one. You could throw a punch, you can hear them. They were two, but they sound like fucking one punch. They don't understand. Anybody that hears this understand art of fighting. They know what I'm saying. He threw two punches that sound like one.
To the chat, Crafty. I'm glad you're the first one here.
Now those days are gone, it's empty, I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you be with me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all.
Yo, what is good? Welcome back to the chat, guys. Glad you guys, I see you hitting that like button early and often. Appreciate that. Man, I've been hearing about Subnautic, but I haven't checked it out personally. I got Arc Raiders now, but I don't play it ever. Like I bought it probably like 3 weeks ago. I think I probably sank like 5 hours into it, maybe 10 because I fell asleep with it on my Steam Deck. But yeah, I want to get into Arc Raiders. I just haven't really been able to lately. To be honest with you, I haven't even been gaming that much. The only thing I've been playing really is NBA 2K25, last year's NBA, not this year's, on my Steam Deck. I just like to play in the 90s, like in 2000s, from like the NBA players from when I was a kid and stuff, you know? I like to like simulate dynasties and shit like that, like make trades, stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm on. But yeah, my main game, the zombie game, I haven't played really at all. I feel bad. I got a lot of friends on that game that started a new server and want me to play with them there. And then also the boxing game. And then I just feel bad because like I feel like I'm so good at that game and I just never really cared about that game. But I feel like nobody cared about it. I feel like when I realized the ceiling wasn't that tall with Undisputed, the boxing game, the fact that I was like that high and ranked in that game, I just couldn't. It was like, for what? Hey, I need to play with you on Arc for sure, bro. I need some help on Arc. So definitely we need to set up a time. We're on Discord, so we'll figure it out. But where we could play some Arc together. You can show me like what I'm supposed to do. I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to do on that game, bro. I'd just be running around getting killed by the robots and shit. But we got some cool videos lined up for you today, man. As you know from the thumbnail and the title of the video, our first one is going to come from Crime Time Cam. and it's a woman who gets kicked out of the dispensary. Looks like she gets arrested instead of just being trespassed. So we'll see what led up to that. From there, we'll jump to Deep Dive Body Cam, which is a whole friend group gets themselves arrested. So you know these girls are going to be going crazy against the police. That's going to be funny to watch. And then our third video is Mom Locks Teen Son in Closet Until He Dies from Stranger Stories. You know I like Stranger Stories. They got the interrogation footage usually. So we'll see what that's popping with today. If we're still on after that, we got a few more videos from EWU Body Cam that I wanted to check out. So we'll definitely, hopefully we can get into some extended viewing and get the whole list done tonight. We'll see what happens. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you've been around a while, think about a membership. Really cool way to support the channel, and we appreciate you in advance. With that being said, man, let's get into our first reaction tonight. Let's go.
On May 1st, 2025, officers responded to a dispensary for a call of a customer causing a disturbance.
Hello.
Hello.
How can we help you?
Number in here that I'd like removed.
You want?
Today. She's just being generally disruptive.
Okay, it's your establishment,
Yeah.
so.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
Hi. I wasn't being disruptive at all. She checked me in, came in, gave her my ID. I went in there. When I
Dispensary for a call of a customer causing a disturbance.
What state is this? I can't tell from the license plates.
Hello.
Hello.
How can we help you?
Number in here that
I was hoping maybe they had the phone number on the door. I wanted to see what state this was in. Has to be a legal state, so you know.
I'd like removed.
You want?
Today. She's just being generally disruptive.
Okay, it's your establishment,
Yeah.
so.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
Hi. I wasn't being disruptive at all. She checked me in, came in, gave her my ID. I went in there. When I went in, my hood happened to be up like this a little bit. When I was out here, it was fine. It wasn't a problem. I went in there. That lady right there with the hat on, she was like, "You need to take your hood off." I was like, "Okay, why do I need to take my hood off? If I have an ID, you just check my ID and you know who I am. What's the reason for me taking my hood off?" So I'm like, "Okay, I'll take my hood off." And I was like, "But if I take my hood off, shouldn't you have to take
I think it's Illinois.
your hat off?" And she was like, then this lady came out. She started talking to me. She started talking to me crazy.
Let's talk outside so they can do business
This
in
lady
there.
came out, started talking to me all types of crazy.
Hold on.
This lady came out talking to me all types of crazy, talking about, "Okay, well, we're just not going to help you. Well, I just paid $20 for an Uber to come up here. I spend hundreds of dollars in here." Like, literally, they're just, I don't know what it is. Discrimination is the fact that I got a hijab on my head and I got tattoos and Arabic tattoos. I don't know what it is. The white lady's the one.
That's a hijab?
Huh? This? Yes, it's just tied over my head differently.
Okay.
I'm Lebanese.
Okay. Nothing wrong
I
with
literally didn't do anything to them, and then they got to the point where they was finna let me buy my weed, and then that bigger lady that was just standing right there, she came and snatched the tablet out of the lady's hand, and she was like, "Nope, you know what? We're not gonna serve her."
Okay. They have a right to not serve you. Okay.
I just paid $20 to come up here. The only thing that I was trying to get resolved was for me to buy my weed and leave.
And you know there's other places to buy weed, right?
I just paid over $20 to bring me up here.
Why you yelling?
Yeah, just go to a different dispensary, bro. Like, fuck. You already got kicked out, bro. You was wilding. You was coming hostile. They probably asked her to take her hood down, and then she was saying like, "I'm Muslim" or some other bullshit, like just making up some shit. You know what I mean? Like, she don't even got her hijab on right. Like, she definitely not a practicing Muslim, bro. She's capping. I'm pretty sure marijuana is halal. Like, I don't think they could do that. Or maybe I can have that wrong, like the terminology wrong. But yeah, I don't think they're allowed to do that.
Okay, so
I don't have the problem with you, okay?
are you not understanding what the issue is?
Yeah, I do.
I just
but
paid money to come up here.
If
So
you're
now
being an issue in there,
I wasn't. I was standing in line, and she came up and started with me.
okay.
I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't doing anything. I was standing in line waiting.
What's your last name?
Why does my last name matter?
Okay. If you want to leave, go ahead. If you want to leave, go ahead and just walk away, okay? You.
Damn, so the cops are telling you like, yo, if you don't want to deal with it no more, you know, just leave. And you don't gotta go to jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for your Uber, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
You have to leave actually because they don't want you here.
I'm not understanding why they just can't serve. Okay,
They're not going to serve you anything. It's their house, their rules.
Okay, then I need to be reimbursed for them.
Nobody's going to reimburse you.
Okay. Well,
you can complain to just
the
call.
bosses that they refuse to name because they treat people like this all the time.
But you can call in. You know the number here, right? You just Google the number and ask for a manager. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Okay.
So because I came in here with a hijab on my head and tattoos on my face.
I don't know if that's the reason or not, but
That is the reason.
okay. Do they want her trespass?
Yo, shout out this lady, bro. She just, you know, happy, smiling, about to pick up her trees, dog. You know what I'm saying? She got off work. It's 2:00 in the afternoon. She about to pick up her trees and head home, bro. Shout her out, bro. This lady needs to go home. You need to go get some street weed or go to a different dispensary, bro. You had to Uber home regardless, so, you know.
Definitely. Yeah, you got to provide your information. They want you trespass now, so you can't come back here. Your last name, please. You can't walk away.
You can't.
I'm gonna arrest you.
You can't arrest me. I didn't do
need
anything.
your ID. They're gonna ban you, and that's it.
Okay, so banned me. They have my information in there. I just gave it to them.
Do I have to detain you? It's not that hard. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make me put my hands on you. It's not that hard. I need your ID, please. Okay.
They have my ID. They
No,
never
you
did.
pulled it out.
No, I didn't. I pulled out my Cash App card.
They still have your ID.
Yes, they still have my ID.
Okay, you're not free to leave, okay?
I am free to leave. I'm
No,
not
you're
under arrest. I didn't break any law.
Hey, Ms. Ashley, sometimes it do be like that, bro. When like nothing's going your way that day, or like you've been like having a hard time in life lately, and like something just fucking be like the straw that breaks the camel's back, bro. Like you just be like, why is the world out to get me? That's a true story, bro. That shit happens to everybody. I think we all get a case of player one syndrome sometimes.
You want me to detain you then?
You
Is that
cannot detain me if I did not break a law.
They want you banned, so I have
So
to
they
ban
can
you.
ban me.
Yes, we are. We're going
They
to ban
have
you.
my information
We
inside.
got to give you your notice, and then you're free to leave. Until now, you're not free to leave. Okay?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No,
That's
you're
not how this works.
How do you?
Bro, how do you know? You already could have left. They already said have a good day, ma'am. But then you wanted to keep pushing the issue about somebody needs to pay you $20 for your Uber that came. Bitch, what are you talking about? Like, I used to hate that when people would come up to like my job when I worked retail and they would be like, you don't got this shit? I drove up here, my gas and shit. I'm like, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. You drove up to a mall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to drive here anyway. Like, the fuck? Like, I don't, like, that, what that got to do with me, bro? Or even when people be talking about that shit at work, like when they be like, you know, I gotta drive all the way to get here, yada yada yada. I mean, I know now you hear it more because of the way gas prices have spiked, but that's a little different story. But even then, I'd be like, bro, you knew where you lived, like when you signed up for this job, like, you know, I don't sign up to a job that I know like I can't get to, bro. If I can't get to that job, I'm gonna quit, bro. You know what I mean?
You know.
Because I've been in this situation before. That's not how this works.
Well, I've been a police officer over 20 years.
And I don't care how long you've been a police officer.
Yeah.
What you're doing right now is illegal.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Well, are you leaving your ID then? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm leaving and I'm getting away from you because you're trying to take me to jail over them discriminating against me.
If you feel that you're being discriminated against, there's other ways to do that. Code 4. But yeah, you're not free to leave, okay?
Don't touch
She's not
me.
free to leave. I'm not going to touch you. You're not free to leave.
I'm not under arrest. You cannot. What?
You don't fucking touch me.
What do you mean? This is.
You're
You
on.
see this? Get off of me. Get off of me.
You're under arrest now.
Call the police.
That cop got mad. He said, "Hey, what up, Maggie? Welcome to the chat. Suzanne, welcome in as well." He said, "You don't fucking touch me." He did not like that shit when she tried to like swipe his hand off her.
I am.
I'm not talking about you. Look at how he's looking at you. What you're doing is illegal. This is police brutality.
302.
Get off of me.
Here. She's under arrest.
Get off of me. How am I under arrest? Get
You
off
don't
of
move
me.
my hand. You
Get
touch
off
me.
of me.
That's
Because you cannot touch me if I am not being arrested. Get off of me.
You were being detained. He could put you in cuffs if you're being detained. You clearly was trying to close that door. You was trying to close the door and you was gonna try to have dude drive off, but that Uber driver was not finna drive off, bro. He like, what the fuck? I'm about to cancel this ride, dog. Like, hell no.
Get off of me. Sir, get him off of me.
we're pulling her out.
Sir, get him off of me. He just attacked me. He just tried to choke me.
I didn't want.
You guys cannot do this. This is illegal. Like, what the f-
Here, on the ground. You're breaking your phone.
Ow, my leg!
She's doing a splits.
No, bro, what the fuck? What are you doing? You're breaking
Stop
my leg!
resisting. Stop resisting.
Stop.
Get off of me! Ow!
Stop.
Sir, can you call somebody to help me, please?
I was trying to help you.
No,
You-
you're not!
I said you were just getting a band notice.
Man. She really made this shit worse. All she would have had to do was find a new dispensary to shop at, essentially. Even after she stayed and allowed them. I mean, she wouldn't even have had to do that before. If she would have just left, she could have just waited a week and came back on a different day, and they would have forgot all about that shit.
Make it 362 or 95 one time.
Don't touch me anymore. I need a sergeant right now. Do not touch me anymore.
We're beyond that.
Yo, what up? Who that? Welcome to the chat. Who that? We love when the members show up to the live stream. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for showing up today.
You can't resist arrest. You can't.
I wasn't
you can't
under
force
arrest.
yourself. Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't. You said you were trying to write me a notice for trespassing. You have my
If we're
information
trying to
in
detain
there.
you or put cuffs on, you can't fight us.
You cannot detain me if I'm not doing anything
we
to be
can.
detained.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Ready?
You ready to get up? Come on. 3.
I need my stuff.
What's that? What's that? The vape and we'll grab
All
it.
of my stuff is.
We'll grab it.
Can I tell
Walk.
him where all my stuff is at?
Don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you. I'm talking to them. I'm not trying to spit at you.
You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down.
I'm trying to get my stuff.
We'll get it.
You don't even know what is mine.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. I have stuff
You
in
have-
that car too. That is an Uber.
That for 62.
Status.
Go.
Please help me.
Hey, you need to stay back.
Okay.
They just tried to break my leg, sir. They literally just tried
she
to
told me
break
she didn't
my
have an
leg,
ID.
sir.
What's that?
She told me she didn't have an ID, but okay.
Hey, shout out. Who that with the first sponsorship of the night, man? Appreciate the love. That's a big way to come in. $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping sponsor tonight's stream. Who that? Appreciate it. Let's keep it going, guys. Give her some love. Give her some W's in the chat.
All right, have a seat.
Did you get all my stuff?
I'm going to walk and grab it. Yes.
I have a bag.
Put your foot in. I'm going to grab it.
You cannot arrest me.
I wasn't going to arrest you until you touched me and moved my
I didn't
hand.
touch you. I
Put your
touched
leg
the door.
in.
You're a liar.
I'm going to close your foot in the door. Yeah, I'm going to close the door. Okay, sorry about that. Are you hurt or anything?
Yes, I am.
What's wrong?
What do you mean? You bent my leg the complete opposite direction of what it was supposed to go. My head is busted open. I need to go to the hospital. For what? I didn't do anything.
She just gonna get a resisting arrest charge.
A woman was charged with trespassing and resisting arrest. Thanks for watching today's video.
She got out the next day, bro. She got some community service. She not allowed to go back there. Simple shit. Yeah, bro. Some people just go to, most people, it's like they just go to jail off pride. Like if they didn't kill nobody, like this lady really didn't commit a crime. She just went into a business and was rude, and then she wouldn't leave, bro. Like, it's not illegal to be rude. She went in there and was rude. They asked her to leave. She wouldn't leave. So then that gives them the opportunity to fucking put your ass in jail, bro. And you technically didn't even do nothing, bro. You should have just left when they told you to leave at that point. Next video, we going to deep dive body cam. Whole friend group gets themselves arrested. Let's check it out. I think we got some ratchet chicks. Some ratchet.
Okay, you're scary, but you're doing all this and that. What's up?
All right, get over here.
November 16th, 2024. What starts as a routine
She low-key just threatened the cop right there. Like, high-key, she threatened the cop, bro. He about to slam her ass on the ground.
traffic stop in Elyria quickly unravels. Within moments, officers are forced to shift from investigation to a chaotic arrest.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself.
But as one suspect is taken into custody, the situation takes another unexpected turn and changes the tone of the stop entirely.
How you doing tonight? Hello. Hey, driver. Hey, you guys stop. Varying speeds, driving over the line, and weaving. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just.
We ready to get home.
Hey, Lethal, welcome to the chat.
I got you. You got your license, insurance, registration with you?
I think CC got my license. Can you take my social security number?
I can pull it up outside.
It's
What's your name and date of birth?
Corey.
Okay, where you guys coming from tonight?
We coming from Cleveland.
Cleveland? Were you guys pulled over on the side of the road or something?
Yeah, we was because I was looking for my phone.
I got you. Okay, because when I first got behind you guys, I swore you were going like 40 miles an hour, and then as we got over here, we were going almost 80.
Yeah, we was. She was just looking for her phone.
Where you guys headed to then?
We're going back home.
Well, where's home?
Sandusky.
Okay, so you got a ways to go yet. Are you taking the turnpike or are you taking Route 2 all the way?
No, we just going straight.
Okay.
That sound like some New Jersey shit. The Turnpike, is that the East Coast?
Okay, I
Past
got
Barnhart Road and Vermilion.
Ohio. They're in Ohio.
you. Okay, just wait right here for me. Hey, driver, I'm gonna have you step out. We'll get you identified outside, okay? Is that your license right there?
No, this. Oh yeah, actually it is.
Yeah. Cool. Come on back here, okay?
Okay.
Hey, were you drinking tonight?
I just had a couple shots.
Couple shots. Okay. Yeah, man. Like I said, you said a couple shots.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Probably like maybe an hour ago.
Hour ago.
Yeah.
You need.
He just wanted the girls too. You know, it's just a girls' night out. But bro got to go to the other jail, so it's gonna be a little worse for him.
When did you start drinking?
12:30.
Okay.
Susan, welcome to the chat. Son Jack, welcome to the chat. Ken, welcome to the chat. JD, what's popping tonight?
Okay, so right around when the fight was ending.
The flight?
The fight?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any, you got any medical conditions I got to know about?
No.
Glasses, contacts?
I have contacts, yeah.
They're working good, like you
Yeah.
can see everything?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have contacts.
Are you,
Well, I just have one.
Okay.
Because this I
got
like
you.
scratched it and I can't put it in.
You're good to wait in the car.
Bro, his contacts are not for eye vision. It's just a change. He just wanted to change. He came with a story. Bro tried to make it seem like he got one prescription contact in. Like, do you know how bad that would fuck your vision up, bro? If you only wore, like, that's like fucking wearing one glasses. Like a fucking monocle, bro. You just walk around with a monocle with both eyes open, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Wait.
He just wanted to be mysterious that night, bro. So, bro, put in the one contact. Like, you didn't have to give us, bro, didn't have to give us the I got scratched backstory. That didn't happen, dog.
Can you please wait in the car?
Okay.
Thank you. Just face me and release your fingers from your chin like this, okay? Good. See the tip of my finger here?
Yeah.
I'm going to move my finger from your left to your right. Just
Honestly, the fact that she got out the car and shit like that, that could have fucked everything up. This cop is cool as fuck so far. Like, a lot of cops would have turned up right then. Like, get in the fucking car. Everybody on the ground. Like, that's it. Back called for backup. Like, some more shit, you know?
follow with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head. You understand?
Okay.
You have a unit 20 with me, signal 7. I got another vehicle pulling off pretty fast on the highway here.
Wait.
What up, Ali?
Oh, I thought you.
Are you with somebody?
Jim, welcome to the chat. CEO, what's going on?
No. I'm not with anybody.
Okay. Hey, stay in the car. Go ahead, Evie. Take a seat back here. I gotta get this thing under control. I said I'm gonna have you take a seat back here. We're gonna do some additional tests like walking and turning and all that kind of stuff. I just gotta see why this lady. Do you know this lady that just showed up?
Oh yeah, that's my cousin.
Okay, yeah. Just slide
right
your feet in. Yep.
Thanks to no one check up.
Okay. Yeah, slide your feet in.
Hey guys, extra shout out to Who That Man. She just came in with that $20 super chat, man. Definitely show her some loves in the chat. Thank you for showing up tonight, Who That. Thank you for being a member and thank you for always looking out for this channel. With that being said, he had to put bro back in the car because he wanted to go see what's going on in the car, and they're moving around too much. Like, if they just would have stayed still, bro just would have got the DUI test, and they probably would have been okay. But now someone else pulled up to the scene, and them girls are getting in and out the car. It's all bad.
Just wait right here. So what's going on? Why are you showing up here?
Because I have anxiety. I can't sit here with the police behind me, and I need to get out. I need to get
That's
some
crazy. I got anxiety too with people just slamming on their brakes and showing up to my traffic stops. Are you driving this car?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to be out on the highway. Okay, so please return to your vehicle. Okay, yeah, please return to your vehicle.
Okay, I will.
Are you going with her then?
No, I'm.
You're free to go if you want to leave.
No, I'm.
All right, just hop in the car then.
What's going on with my back? Why is he be in the back of your car?
That cop slick as fuck. He said, hop in the car then, because I think she's the one that came up to the car scene. Like, she drove up there, but he told her to get in that car so that she could become a part of the traffic stop, and then he can, like, incorporate her into the other shit. I don't know. I'm just making shit up, but it sounds right?
Because I believe he's under the influence of alcohol.
Okay.
So please wait in the car.
And what's going to happen?
Get in the car. I'm going to arrest you for obstruction.
I'm not. I'm asking. I'm going to get in. No, sir.
You're under arrest.
Sir, I'm going to get in the car.
Ma'am, get in the car.
No, sir. Listen to me. I just wanted to know what was going on.
Was the fat chick twerking? Damn, they was twerking while their homie was getting arrested? What? I never seen that defense before.
going on? I got out the car.
Get over there.
Listen to
Turn around,
me.
put your hands behind your back.
Sir, can you please put them in the front because I have
No.
anxiety.
What?
It's just my birthday.
Yeah, get in the car. You're going to be under arrest, too. I got plenty of handcuffs, okay?
Hold on, wait. I know my mother.
Get in the car.
Ma'am, get in the car. You'll be placed under arrest for obstruction. I will bring you all to jail.
Sir, can you
I'm in the car.
talk to me real quick?
Huh?
Can you?
Yeah, I'll
I'm
let you
not-
sit in the back with your friend, okay?
No, that's my brother.
Okay.
Listen, I just got
He said that's his cousin. So they just homies.
out the car
Here,
because
face that car. Look, you're clearly intoxicated. I
No.
can't have you walking on a highway.
I came over here to the guardrail because I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, well, I'm telling you to get in the car, so go ahead, come on over here. Have a seat in the car.
Sir, can I please talk to you?
No, sit in the car.
I really
or we're
haven't.
gonna...
No,
Do you want to go to jail tonight?
No, I really haven't.
Get in the car.
I need to talk to you.
You're going to jail. Get in the
No,
car.
please talk to me.
Destiny, just sit down, Destiny.
I feel bad for this guy because he's the only one that has like some sense from this crew. It seems like the rest of the crew is just like wilding, bro. They're twerking, jumping in and out the car, popping up on the crime scene from out of the crime scene. Like this bitch literally just spawned here. She wasn't in the car. She wasn't in that car. She didn't get pulled over with them. This bitch spawned. Like that. What? That's who signs up to go to jail, bro.
Just sit down. Just be quiet and sit.
I can't. I have anxiety. Please.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
He shut the door on her.
No, get back in the car.
Okay. I ain't got nothing on me.
Let me
ask you.
Can I talk to you?
No, shut
No,
up,
get in the
Michaela.
car. I got a partner coming here. You can talk to my partner.
Can I get a
Okay,
driver's
Just sit in the car.
you're scary, but you're doing all this and that.
Can I
What's
listen,
up?
Michaela.
All right, get over here.
Oh my
Get
God.
over here.
What did I
You
do?
just made a fist. Get out of here.
No, I didn't. I
Drop
was
your phone. I've told you several times.
got nothing on me.
Let me ask
Okay.
you.
Can I talk to you?
No, shut
No,
up,
get
Michaela.
in the car. I got a partner coming here. You can talk to my partner.
Can I get a
Okay,
driver's
you're
Just sit in the car.
you're scary, but you're doing all this and that.
Can I
What's
listen,
up?
Michaela.
All right, get over here.
Oh my.
She did square up with him. She thought that was gonna be hard. Like she wanted to go home. She wanted to go home and tell everybody that she wanted to go home and tell everybody, I told you that cop was scary. Y'all squared up with him. Like, no, you made a bad joke and now you got arrested. Now 3 of the 5 people that was in the car is arrested, it looks like. I don't know. Y'all said that girl was in the back seat, but he was like, who is that? And she was like, my cousin. And he said, why'd you come up here? So I thought he meant like she approached from outside of the car, not that she got out the car and walked back there. Either way, stupid.
Get over here.
What did I
You
do?
just made a fist. Get out of here.
No, I didn't. I
Drop
was
your phone.
Stupid. I'm not.
I've told you several times. Get over here.
I'm not going.
She's going to jail.
in the car. It's in the
Stupid. I'm not going.
I didn't do nothing to y'all. I
Use your cuffs. I'm gonna have you
I
take
was
her.
cuffing my phone.
Got her arms.
They should get my phone in the
If the other girl was in the car, yes. If she was following them in a different car, then no. I thought there was 4 and she came in a different car. Cause look, I could be tripping, but this looks like a fucking car up the road. I don't think you guys can see it. Hold on.
grass. You quiet?
Cause there looks like there's a car parked up the road, but I can't tell if it's just a car driving on the highway or if it's another car parked up the road.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, that car's still there. I think that girl who got put in the car first came from that car. Can you guys see where my mouse is? There's a car up there. I think she pulled up and walked over here. And there was 4 people in this car. But either way, it's the same story. It's the same exact thing. It's retarded either way.
Okay.
What did I do?
No, we got multiple. This party here just showed up.
I didn't do nothing.
Keep this lady out of here. I don't know where she just showed up from. Yeah, get out of here.
I'm the licensed driver.
It was a whole nother lady. What the hell? They just keep spawning, bro. I'm getting loud, bro. Hold up. But they just keep spawning, bro. Where are they spawning from? Where are they? This shit is wild.
So I started walking this way, and they both came to me like I was the problem. I was just coming to check and see what was going on because Michaela, my cousin, called me and said that you guys were detaining her. So I was just coming to check and see what the was the problem because I'm the licensed driver.
I didn't think you are.
You pushed me up against the wall, and I literally went up against the wall. How am I?
Okay, so Susan says she came with the other girl. So those two girls did come in a separate car. I wasn't tripping.
You said it one time.
Stop.
You did not give me a chance. You said that I was the person that already came to the car, and I was not.
Bro, these cops are spawn camping, bro. Yeah, shout out. These motherfuckers are spawn camping. Like, they're just, the cops are just, the cops are just, camping where all the NPCs spawn, and they're just arresting them, bro. Like, getting their numbers up, bro. These aren't even real people, dog. They're just NPCs, dog.
Me? No, I was having a great night. You gotta understand, we're on the highway, man. People are driving by at 70 plus miles an hour. I can't have people getting out of the car. It's unsafe. So at a certain point, you gotta put your foot down.
I haven't been drinking that much.
I know, but we see the signs, man. So we gotta make a call, especially, dude, Sandusky's a long drive, you know, for me to say, like, yeah, you can make it, you know?
But you didn't even let me, how you know? You didn't even let me finish the test, though. Like,
Let's just say I'm 88% sure.
how you sure? How you know you sure?
How do I know I'm sure?
Yeah.
Because I trust the test. You want to take a breath test right now?
I could do the walk test.
No, it got way too out of hand. So we just go with what we got. So you want to take one?
I'm scared. I don't want to go to jail.
Okay, I'll let you take one.
I don't think I will be over the limit. I didn't have that many. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
I literally only had maybe 2 or 3. If that.
All right, Corey, go ahead and blow into this hard as you can until it pops, okay? Just try your breath.
Put that in 1801.
Keep going, keep going, keep... All right, hold on. Oh, don't blow in. Good. Keep pressing blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Harder.
For each subject.
Just wait right there.
He done. You need 2 zeros. I think you need 2 zeros to be under the legal limit. If you got a .01, you already cooked, right?
Okay.
Yeah, man. So it's going up and up, so it's gonna. That's the legal limit right there.
What's the legal limit?
.08. So see how we're shooting up over that? And it's
Oh, .08. Damn. He way over that now. That shit, it was at 01. I thought he was cooked.
gonna keep going, okay? Just so you know, this isn't official. Like, if you don't want this to be used as evidence against you.
Damn. He had a .90. .80 is the legal limit, right? So you could be a .80. He had a .09, and bro told him a .08 is legal. Does that mean .08 and up is bad, or .08 and down is good? Because he should have waited he should have tried to talk for like another hour, and maybe he could have got it down a little bit. I don't know.
You can't. The other one we're gonna offer you can be used as evidence against you, whether you want to or not. But yeah, you can still. You guys will all bond out tonight. You
No,
guys,
can I ask, what county are we?
Lorraine.
Lorraine?
Yes.
No.
You're
What's wrong with
one
that?
county east of where you guys live.
I
so.
do not want to go there. It's okay.
I don't want them to take a bug shot of me.
Are they going to tear me?
Banana 1593.
Yeah, we got this thing called busted. No?
Oh my God.
Y'all gonna be on Fade King True Crime Reviews. I tell you all the time, bro. Shit, watch. One day it's gonna be some footage of me from back in the day, bro. It's gonna be wild. But no, I never did nothing wild. Like, I never did nothing wild. Like, if I ever had to deal with them, I just was always like, yes, sir, no, sir. I don't want to talk. I don't got no questions. Like, I never said nothing slick or like tried to inform, like get information. I just, bro, what are the least amount of words I got to say to you, bro? Like that's how I roll with the police, bro. Because there's nothing I could do or say to them that's gonna make the situation work. Like, if I got pulled over for some traffic tickets and they catch me, bro, there's not nothing I can do. If I'm speeding, bro, if he says I'm speeding, bro, I'm speeding. Like, if I got a dash cam that say otherwise, like, it's not him that I should be like, yo, I got a dash cam that proves differently. Like, just take the ticket. Just be like, okay, for sure. And then show up with court with the dash cam that says you didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, but him, he's not the judge. You can't reason with a security guard, right? Like, once you already see the security guard at the mall, you're kicked out. Like, he doesn't determine who stole or not. The fucking store manager just tells him what to do, you know? It's the same shit with the police and the judge.
Sharing us on Facebook. I'm gonna have to go.
Well, it's Lorraine. You guys aren't from Lorraine, right? So hopefully people don't. Oh, well, they might know.
I'll go pee. Can I go pee, please? I'm sorry. Hold on.
Just, guys, use your phones.
I'll keep this in here. I gotta go pee.
No, slide your legs in. We're not going in yet. So, hey, I'm giving you your phone, man. I'm hooking you up. So,
I know.
Just hang tight.
Yeah, that cop has been cool the whole night. But to be honest with you, bro, he just took it out on that gay dude because his homegirls was acting stupid. Like, I've seen people get DUIs and they get a ticket and go home. Like, if it's their first one, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the fact that the crime scene went crazy because he himself wasn't disrespectful to the officers at all.
I want you to understand I don't have a key to get through these doors, man. So it's gonna be, they're gonna pat you down, check you out, and all that stuff. Corey, stay over here. Stand over here. Stay by that wall to your left.
Okay. Oh, I got to pee so bad. I'm about to pee on my.
Your phone and that paper right there. Yeah. Perfect. There you go.
Oh, I'm going to pee.
Most of the time when people say that, I don't believe them. But I believe bro because it was probably warm in that cop car. And then it's cold as fuck right now, wherever he is. Like, usually when you change from temperatures like that, it can make you have to piss, like, bad, like, right away.
Myself.
Yeah, swimming trunks on.
No, I just got on short, but I'm going to pee. I got to pee so bad. Oh, my God. Where are they at?
It's going to be one of the men that are going to come out here and get us started here.
Oh, my God. I'm going to pee on myself. I'm going to pee.
Dude, I ain't going to judge if you do.
I'm going to pee. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm peeing.
Are you really?
Oh my
dude.
God.
Don't even sweat it.
No.
Okay, keep it all in that corner so that way when we come in and clean it up, it's gonna be easier, okay?
Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God.
Hey, it's alright, bro. Hey, happens to the best of them.
Excuse me, sir?
Yes.
You tackled,
Is she right here?
caught it. Yeah, you caught it disorderly conduct when I was recording a TikTok video.
Yeah.
What?
Because you weren't getting back in. I told you several times to stay in the car.
Never heard you say that. You can.
Okay, well.
You can listen.
Well, I'm gonna like and subscribe.
Yo, W, he said, I'm going to like and subscribe. I told you bro wasn't lying, bro. I knew he wasn't lying. He really pissed on himself, bro. I feel bad for him. Because that wasn't even like, I'm so faded, I just got wasted and peed. Like, that's literally, he was drinking. He had been holding that shit the whole time he was in cuffs. And fucking, y'all switched the temperature on him, bro. And that motherfucker had to go.
What's that?
I said, you can look at the video while I recorded. I was back to the one time that you said that you was coming up to me and you snatched my phone out my hand.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Look at
Well, hey, you can't make a fist at an officer, so.
I didn't make a fist
All right, well, don't be looking at me when you're doing it.
Several individuals were taken into custody during this incident. Among them was Michaela, who was arrested on a charge of obstructing official business.
The lying's been a problem.
That's it? That's all we got? Fuck it, bro. It wasn't really that important of a case anyway, right? Like, all right, man. This one comes from Stranger Stories. Y'all know we haven't seen I know we haven't seen Stranger Stories on the channel in a minute, but they're one of my favorite channels, usually a longer interrogation style. But let's see what they got popping tonight. They dropped a new video today. Mom locks teen son in closet until he dies. Stranger Stories is the channel. Let's check it out.
The lying's been a problem. He's
All teenagers
he's tripped down the stairs a couple of times, like just half the flight. And then later he came back to me, admitted he did it intentionally. But I've asked him, I'm like, you're trying to hurt yourself? He's like, no, I just wanted to see what would happen. That's the way, a lot of times, he wants to see what would happen if he does stuff.
A teenage boy is dead.
That's a lie. Hold up. Basically, you said bro would break his own arm just to see what would happen. I don't believe that, bro. Hit that like if you think this lady should go to jail, man. Off the first sentence, I already know she lying. Off the first 21 seconds that we met her, she came all bad. A teenager? That sounds even dumber than when like the parents be like, yeah, my toddler just be jumping. Like he just be jumping off the couch. He just loves it. That's why he's got the bruises. Like maybe he did that shit one time, bro, but after you bust your shit, you're gonna be like, oh, all right. It's like the hot stove theory. The baby's only gonna touch the hot stove one time, bro. Like, that's it. Boom. Ah, that's hot.
And the people calmly describing his torture are his own family. What you're about to hear sounds less like an interrogation and more like people discussing household chores after murdering a child.
She asked you to handcuff your brother, pour hot sauce in his mouth. She asked you to pour hot sauce on his penis. Your mother asked you to do those things.
What the fuck, bro? Bro, Tyrant, you be on it. This one just came out. What the fuck?
Because she cares so much, she put you in that spot. And now you're right in the middle of an investigation in which your brother died.
And before this interrogation was over, detectives would uncover one of the most disturbing family abuse cases they had ever seen. On July 6, 2022, police arrived at a home near Marshall Road and East Heil Road to investigate what was initially reported as a suspicious death.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Officer Stefanich. Right now, we got some people coming over to talk to you, okay? You have another son inside the house?
I have two. Yeah.
Are they sleeping still right now?
One of them is, yeah.
Right, who that? This is crazy. Crafty, you ain't never lied. Good night, Lethal.
The 20-year-old's awake.
He's 20?
No, the 20-year-old's awake.
Okay.
He's been wearing really loose clothes the last couple of weeks.
He's really skinny.
He's really skinny, and I didn't notice till this morning because he wouldn't, like, I asked him if he's okay, and he would not answer me. Like, he's 15. He's been...
He has autism?
Yeah.
Like a high functioning?
Yeah. I had no clue how bad it was.
Yeah, you seen the brother, like when he was exactly, that's a good point. Even he looks super skinny. Like you could see the bones in his neck, you know? Like you can see his spine, bro, like through his shirt and in his shoulders. Fake tears. Look at all this, all this. No tears though, no moisture, nothing coming off the face, nothing coming out the mouth, nothing coming out the eyes, none of that. None of that. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing on her pants. No tears, bro. No emotion. Fake tears. Crocodile tears.
Oh my God! Like I said, he did this back in. My husband's stroke was January 3rd. Mm-hmm. So he did this back in, I don't know, second week of January for almost 3 weeks. And then he ate something last night. I can't remember what it was now, I'm sorry.
Jonda appears emotional here. But whether that emotion is for 15-year-old Timothy, who has been found dead, or for the situation she now finds herself in, is much harder.
Damn, the only picture they could find of, bro, was from when he was like 6. Like, wow. Or was that him now? Like, what the hell?
Harder to tell.
I had no idea.
I got a feeling like he just didn't die, bro. I got a feeling bro been dead for a little bit.
I would have taken him in or something. Oh.
Now, you said the last time you saw him was 5:30 this morning?
Yeah.
Did he say anything?
He had fallen out of bed.
At 5:30?
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't earlier?
I mean, it's possible. I thought it was 5:30, but I wasn't super awake. I heard a thunk, and I...
Yo, what up, Brown? Welcome to the chat.
Came down, and he's kind of laying on his side, kind of like, what the heck? And I reached out, and I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. And I reached out and he pulled himself up, and I asked him if he's okay, and I just asked if he hit his head. He said, no, I think I hit my knees on my chest. I think. He couldn't tell me how he fell.
He just made up that whole conversation. You see how she was like, he told me one thing, and then right after she said it, actually, I think like he actually couldn't tell me nothing. So which one was it? Did he tell you something, or are you just like assuming shit? Because if you're just assuming shit, why didn't you just say he couldn't respond to me verbally, so I was just assuming shit? Because you lying and you making it up as you go. That's what I think, at least. Let me know what y'all think, chat.
Oh my God. No, I don't know what to do. Oh my God. He said it's okay. And then...
Do you have other family here in town?
This lady just called the police and said she found her son passed away. He seemed to have some type of like disability, and she said that he fell out the bed, and she just found him like unresponsive. But on the preview, they let us know what's popping. She tortured him. Probably it's looking like she allegedly tortured him, and made his brother like help with that shit.
Well, it was solid, but they're not answering. Yeah. My father-in-law's an attorney.
Best thing to do is surround yourself with family. Help you get, because right now you're going through it by yourself, and you get overwhelmed.
I had no idea. How could I have missed that?
What happened inside this house was not normal punishment. Timothy was allegedly subjected to repeated and severe forms of abuse that is just sickening to even consider. If this case has you hooked...
Stranger's the dude, bro. I like the voice. I like the narrator.
He's been wearing baggy. I mean, he's wearing a hoodie, for crying out loud, and I just didn't... His face didn't look like that. What the heck?
Now, what's your first name, ma'am?
Shonda, Shanda.
And what's your last name? Is it Ferguson also?
No, it's Vander Ark. VANDER space capital ARK. That's why I asked him to eat last night, because his face started looking a little. I'm like, okay, enough. And he wouldn't show. I'm like, let me see. Hold your shirt up. And he wouldn't hold his shirt up. He wouldn't do anything.
She lying, bro. She's just saying that because she know how bad his body's gonna look. Like, he's gonna look super malnourished. If he was in a chair, if he was like a chair kid that was like non-motor skills, you know, he's probably gonna have marks from not being moved. Like that whole rabbit hole of type of injuries, if you're catching my drift.
Did he get real skinny last time too?
Yes. The only reason I know is because my 7-year-old walked in on him accidentally when he was in the shower downstairs. And then my 7-year-old comes up and he's like, Mama, Timothy's really skinny. I was like, oh.
Was that this time or last time?
That was last time. That was like first week of February is when DC discovered that. And I told him he was either going to start eating multiple times a day, or I was taking him to the hospital, and he didn't want to go to the hospital, so he
ended up eating on his own.
Yes.
Okay. And then, so this last time, was it because your husband's wasn't home?
Well, he hasn't been home since January 3rd, but he had a grand mal seizure. God, it's been 3 weeks ago now. And it was right after that, he actually mentioned he was hungry the day his dad and stepmom called to tell us they were divorced and moving to Florida last week.
Where do they live?
They lived in Oklahoma, but they moved to outside of Jacksonville, Florida, and they're not answering their phone either.
Okay. And that's his biological father?
Yeah. Yeah. He moved up here with us last May because his dad couldn't handle him. And he's been great. I mean...
Last May, like, as in May of last year or this year?
Yeah, May of last year.
Okay.
May of last year.
And he goes to school and everything, he was?
I've been homeschooling him online because it's high functioning. He's just done better at it.
Shonda doesn't seem to realize it yet, but detectives are going to dig through everything, including her phone. And that's where some of the most disturbing details are waiting.
I can show you his grade report online. I've got all it's online.
Okay. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he was failing math, which is not unusual, but he was passing everything else.
What's his date of birth?
8/6 of 2006. I tried to check it in the last few days, and he just wouldn't let me anywhere near him. He didn't want a kiss, a hug, nothing.
Probably didn't want you to give him a hug, because then you could tell that he was...
I would have known. And I told him he was stumbling a little bit last.
I don't think that's how it works, bro. Like, however she's trying to explain, like, how he died, or like how he wasn't eating, or his weight loss situation, I guess seems fictional. Like that shit don't work that way, you know?
Last night. But he's not the most coordinated kid in the world. And he said he was okay. And then he ate.
What was the last time he ate, you think?
Last night. No. Gabriel, keep him up there. He ate toast.
There's two.
When she was yelling at the kid inside the house just right now, she had took away all her tears and shit. Like, there was no more emotion or strain on her voice. She went back to her normal voice, like, so quickly.
There's a 7-year-old and a 20-year-old.
The 7-year-old was asleep. I guess he's not now. Oh my God. I should have made him eat. I didn't know. I feel like such a failure. You see there's food in the house. Oh my God.
Where does he sleep at? Right there in that room?
That loft bed.
Okay. So notice there's another loft bed in another room.
Yeah, that's my 7-year-old, but he's been sleeping with me since the youngest is my husband's and mine. And he's been sleeping with me since his daddy had a stroke.
Okay.
Because he's scared. And I offered to let Timothy move in there because...
Yeah, Malcolm, I don't know what happened there. I fixed it, though.
He wanted to stay in his bed. Oh my God. No. I should have made a feed. I should have done something. Can they really hide that from me like that?
They can hide a lot of things from you.
Oh my gosh.
What's your date of birth, ma'am?
3/13/79.
There's a pattern often seen in cases like this. Self-pity presented alongside tragedy. Shonda calls herself a failure, though the bigger concern should be what Timothy experienced in that house of horrors.
Okay. You can call it.
Yeah, I'm excited for when she has to answer to some of the evidence of the autopsy, because that's where they're going to be able to start being able to pressure this family into telling what really happened here after they get the results of the autopsy. Up until then, you know, she's keeping the kids away from the police. She's playing so dumb, like, I don't know what happened to my kid. He just hasn't eaten months, and there's nothing I could do to make him eat, and now he's dead. Like, that's what she's gonna try. Like, I just don't think that would happen, bro. I think he didn't have access to food. I think we're gonna find out some wild artifacts from the autopsy.
Make some calls if you want again.
I'll try again in a minute. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
Nothing I can say could help you through this. You know, the best thing is to do is just bring your loved ones in and just.
His baby brother doesn't know what's going on, and I'm gonna have to tell him eventually. But
Yo, Flex, Maggie, welcome to the chat.
no one's yet. Oh my God.
Max, what's popping?
Well, we have to investigate every death. So I can't let anybody go in the basement for now.
Okay.
A medical examiner's going to be coming here in a little bit.
I'm sorry, it's a little cluttered down there, but
You're fine.
I'm sure y'all have seen a lot worse.
Okay.
Right now, nobody is worried about clutter. There are far more serious.
The cop was like, okay, that was weird.
Pardon?
Where does he sleep?
Down there, right there in that room.
So that's
The bed.
Yeah.
You see the pillow and the blanket and stuff?
He sleeps on the top bunk?
Yeah, it's a loft. There's no bottom bunk.
Okay.
There's stuff underneath it.
Oh, it's like a desk on the underneath?
Yeah, well, yeah, the desk got broken, but there's boxes underneath it.
Who that? How's Greg?
So you heard him fall.
Yeah.
That woke you up? And you went down there and he was...
And I helped him up. I asked him if he wanted something to eat, because the first time I noticed anything on even his face was last night. And he said, no, I'm not hungry. I said, did you hit your head? And then I checked his head to make sure he didn't have anything. I noticed he has some scratches on his face. I'm like, are you okay? No, I'm fine. And then I watched him get back up on his bed. And then I went back upstairs. And then I woke up and I wanted to check on him this morning when I was getting ready for work. So I went down there and I said something, and I noticed he didn't wake up, and I shook him and didn't respond.
Was he on the bed when you came down there?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to dox you, but yeah.
The conditions Timothy lived in were disturbing. Timothy wasn't even allowed the basic comfort of a bed. Instead, he was reportedly living inside a closet where Timothy was forced to stay for almost the entire day and night. In fact, he was forced to pee and poop inside the same closet.
And then you pulled him down and started CPR? Okay.
I called 911. My 20-year-old was getting up because I was going to drop him off at work early because his e-bike has a flat tire.
Oh no. Do you guys have like stairs or something? Or was it just like he tripped?
Oh my gosh. I should have noticed this. I should have seen this. Oh my gosh.
All right. We have people coming to talk to you called Victim Services. They'll help you through
Thank you.
the grieving process because
Please. I feel he's really good at hiding stuff. That's part of the reason his dad couldn't handle him is because he kept lying about stuff.
In cases like this, creating the image of a difficult child often becomes important because it helps justify the unjustifiable. It shifts attention away from the abuse and onto the victim.
How old is he?
15. He'll be 16 in August.
Okay.
But his dad.
See, teenagers got crazy appetites, bro. There's no way that this child is refusing to eat. I just find it so hard to believe.
Texted me last May and said, I can't handle him anymore. I have to send him to live with you. And I'm like, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Why was that? What did he do that?
He said he was lying to him. He was destroying things.
Dang. Okay, well, at least it's not stairs. I'm sorry to hear that. Who that? Yeah, my dad, they thought he had, what's that shit called? Vertigo? I don't know. He don't think he got vertigo, but they tell him he got vertigo. But he just keeps getting dizzy and like falling down too. So I was just curious.
Is he hard to deal with?
I don't think so, but I'm stricter than his dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that, I mean, he's the lying's been a problem. But nothing major.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
No. He's
all teenagers.
He's tripped down the stairs a couple of times, like just half the flight. And then later he came back to me, admitted he did it intentionally. But I've asked him, I'm like, you're trying to hurt yourself? He's like, no, I just wanted to see what would happen. That's the way, a lot of times, he wants to see what would happen if he does stuff. And, oh my gosh.
And I guess he's prescribed ADHD medicine, but he's not taking it.
Yeah, because he wasn't able to sleep with it. And he was doing really well, and he asked me if he could not take it, and I said, okay. And it was killing his appetite. That doesn't help. He quit taking it about the time of the first hunger strike, because when he finally started eating, and he was.
But he did eat last night, you said?
Yes. He had some toast with butter on it. It's what he had.
She's lying, bro. She trying to put like his autism or I'm not sure. I don't want to label him. I'm not sure what he actually had diagnosed, but whatever he had, she's trying to use that as like the reason he never ate and he slowly like unalived himself essentially, according to her. But I don't think that's the case, because even autistic kids, even though every day they're not going to eat like a whole bunch, but once they get to a point, they have those days where they just eat, and you'll just watch them eat and you'll be like, yeah, it'll make you feel good because they'll eat like they haven't, like they don't normally eat. Usually they're real picky and whatever, but sometimes even on the spectrum, there's that time where they're like, man, I want to eat today, and they eat it up. So the fact that he wouldn't eat for weeks and then just want butter and toast when he does eat, it just doesn't add up.
That's all he wanted to eat. He said his stomach was a little upset. He didn't want to eat anything else. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go check on the other kids.
Yeah, you can do that for sure.
I know my 20-year-old's got my 7-year-old, but still.
Nope, it's...
Hey. Paul. You okay up here? I'm sorry I spluttered, Joe. I'm really sorry. Oh my God. I knew I should have made him eat, but he just wouldn't. Did you?
She locked the cabinets? I didn't catch that, bro. Damn. Good pickup. She grimy, bro. If she locked the cabinets, motherfuckers had to... Did they have a currency or some shit in the house? Like,
You notice it was covering up with big clothing? You didn't notice, never mind. I love you, dear, but you never noticed.
Shonda is clearly trying to distance herself from the responsibility, but at this point, the evidence is moving much faster than her explanations.
Do you have a picture of him before he started losing weight?
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it.
that's true, Brown. You can't be given choices, you know. Especially when you're on a budget, there ain't no choices, bro. This is what it is. And they usually get with the program, bro. But if you be like, what do you want? Like that shit's overwhelming. They think they got like a forever list, you know?
You doing all right? Yeah, it's almost like you're in a daze. Like you don't know what's real and what's not. Have you been talking to him at all recently?
I talked to him yesterday morning to get him up.
That was right basically when he started.
Yeah, she's far from skinny. Her 20-year-old, he looks healthy. He looked like he be working out and shit.
So how long ago was that?
Did you know that he was in this hunger strike?
I think yeah, sorry.
I mean,
did I tell you or not? I don't know if I did or not.
I don't think you did.
Because he's skin and bone.
I know, and I just...
Hey guys, make sure you hit that like button, man. It helps out the stream a lot. Also, check out our membership program, man. It's a cool way to support the channel and be a bigger part of the community. A lot of perks within the community, inside of the membership program. Thank you in advance. Let me get everybody to spam 1 in the chat if you think this lady is guilty. If you got the wood chipper, put the wood chipper. If you don't got the wood chipper, spam 1. Let's go.
How did he...
He's really...
Well, he doesn't communicate with him hardly at all. Like, they say hi and they don't... Yeah, he's...
Are you guys full brothers or half brothers?
They're full. The only half is the one that's in there.
Okay.
We are full.
Yeah.
Investigators would later learn something even more disturbing. Timothy's own brother had allegedly been made to participate in the abuse that led to his death.
And when was the last time you talked to Tim?
That's crazy, bro. I could never do... I don't even got a brother, bro. But if I had a real brother, bro, I would never do my brother like that, bro.
Yesterday morning when I was getting him up.
No, yesterday afternoon before you left for work. Before I picked you up and took you to work because your e-bike tire flat. You talked to him then.
I got off of work at 1
Alright.
this morning.
Has he talked to you recently about his problems at all, or what he's dealing with?
No, he never said a word to me.
Really talk at all.
Did you guys have normal conversations?
Yeah, she trying to intervene a lot in this conversation. You saw when she was on the porch and one of them was at the top of the stairs, she said, "Go back in the room. Don't come downstairs."
I think the last time we did was before all of this happened. After that,
They literally...
They're going to get the phones. They're going to get the phones. They're going to get the laptop and the emails and shit, and it's over.
Because he works a lot and they...
Yeah.
And sometimes brothers will tell each other what
That's true.
they're not willing to tell their parents.
Why you went on hunger strike? I mean, I'm assuming you didn't even tell me.
James, what? You was getting starved as a kid, bro? I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you for sharing, though, bro. That's what's up, bro. Like, dang. Puts life in perspective, dog. Some of us have it rough, bro, but some kids got it like this. And I don't give a fuck what block you grew up on. You didn't have it like this, kid. If you had anything like this, kid, James, I'm so sorry, bro. And, like, for real, thank you for sharing that story, bro.
He didn't even know anything about it, he said so.
By now, officers have seen enough. At this point, Shonda is placed under arrest and transported to the police station. When you join my Patreon, exclusive rate
So please, 20-year-old son.
Stories.
So that's what that was about. So please, take care of yourself. He's a respectful officer. He's assured me he's going to do a medical screening. I know you got medical problems. You have to take good care of yourself. This is a manageable problem. The law says you're presumed innocent. You know that. Okay? So don't assume the worst. Assume the best. Okay? But take care of yourself. I'll be back in touch with you as soon as I
Yeah, the autopsy is going to explain how he died and be an example of a lot of the torture that went on. And I think the phones and shit and the messages are going to show us like the treatment of him, like how it was that was normal around the house.
I can't. Okay. I do have to go. I'm heading out of state right now, but I'm back tomorrow.
Okay.
And as soon as I get more concrete information, I'll come see you. Okay?
Thank you.
Good.
She lucky she got to see her, what's that shit called? Public defender right here. Usually you don't get to see them till after you see the judge. Like right now, she's still getting booked. So at least he's got some time to look over the case if he wants to.
Please take care of yourself. You got any property you want me to take possession of? Because you can't keep anything in here.
I've got my ID. I mean, I don't.
You should keep that.
Yeah, you should bring that with you.
House keys. Paul doesn't know where another set is.
Pardon?
He doesn't know where another set of keys is.
Okay. Should I give them? You want me to give them to Paul?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, if I take these,
It's just.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll take them.
Oh,
sure it's okay with
no,
you.
that's fine.
I don't think I didn't bring anything. I was just cold.
Please take care of yourself. You'll be okay.
I'm trying.
Okay. The officer's going to take you back.
I'll bring you back here. I'll tell you everything that's going on. Or what I've been instructed to do. All right, thanks, sir. Appreciate it. All right, you're going to be charged with child abuse right now.
By this stage, Shonda is clearly emotional. But once again, the emotion seems centered more around herself.
So the cops must have already got some of the medical back if they're proceeding to press at least child abuse, probably in the form of neglect.
Then Timothy.
I believe it's the first or second degree. So it is a felony. So you won't be able to get out of jail until you see the judge, until all the warrant paperwork's down there, okay? Which will probably be tomorrow. All right.
Sorry.
No, I'm the bearer of bad news right now. You know? Yeah, it's been a bad couple days.
Bad 6 months.
Yeah, bro, I hope the brother face charges for sure. I mean, we ain't got it all. All we got was the little preview where they let us know he was involved to some degree, a major degree. But we'll see how cooperative he was, maybe, as things go on.
I had a stroke 6 months ago. Sorry.
Nope, you're all right. I do have to handcuff you, but I'll do it in the front.
If my blood sugar crashes, I need that.
Are you diabetic?
I'm reactive hypoglycemic.
Okay. Do you take medication for that?
No. I have a service dog normally, but I didn't bring him.
Yeah.
For good reason.
All right. I can let you have that all the way up until the jail. But the jail won't let you bring in any kind of food or nothing. So if you want to drink it, you can.
Yeah, I hope this lady get life, man. I hope she don't get no fucking, like, bullshit ass side charge that allows her to get out.
Oh, he's drinking now.
Just worried I won't keep it to my stomach.
All right.
I haven't been able to keep anything down.
No.
The last couple of days.
I don't want you puking then if you're going to try to drink it.
I can try. We'll see. I don't know.
All right. So I got my handcuffs on you. I'm going to do it in the front because I know you're not going to give me any problems.
Once officers complete the standard procedures and evaluations, she is taken to the Muskegon County Jail.
What'd you do with your...
But you think anybody ever got a ride in the front seat? If you ever got a ride in the front seat of a police officer car, let me know.
Yeah, I just got to throw it away somewhere. You can leave it there. That's fine.
Sorry.
Oh, you're right. I just wanted to give you this chance to, if you wanted to drink it or not.
That's a good idea.
Not from all the
I don't know what state this in. I think the last case was Ohio. I'm not sure about this one though.
Yeah, again.
Chat says Michigan. Makes sense. She got a big ass Michigan fucking sweater on. Big, what is it? Go Blue or Big Blue?
Just hang tight for a second. Okay. I wouldn't advise it not here. It's not a clean place. Right here, that was. Yeah.
Sorry, I just don't like myself.
No, you're fine. I'm gonna take your temperature.
Dang, Michelle, did they take you to the hospital? Is that why they rode you in the front seat? That's cool. W cop, W police story.
This is touchless, so 96.5.
I usually go at 97 even. So.
Really? That's a little bit lower than normal.
Now the legal side begins. Shonda is processed and formally charged with first-degree child abuse and first-degree murder. But the full extent of what happened is about to become even clearer through the interview with Paul Ferguson, Shonda's 20-year-old son.
Oh, damn. L. That's an L, Michelle. I'm sorry. But you bounce back. You bounce back and you here today. So, it happens to the best of us.
I know that night Timothy did eat because we had pizza. He had 3 slices.
Hold on. I want to stop it for just a second.
Sorry.
That's okay. I don't want to talk anything.
One said that the victim had toast. The other said he had 3 slices of pizza. So we can clearly see shit is not adding up. If you don't think this shit is adding up and you think both these people are monsters, allegedly, spam that one in the chat.
Specific about the case just yet. Since the police showed up at your house and they brought you down here, I want to advise you some rights before we talk about that sort of thing. What I do want you to know, though, is that we went through the phones, okay? And we're beginning to go through the phones, and there's a lot of evidence in the phones, and I know that you're kind of aware of communication between yourself and your mother.
Yes.
And those sort of things. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
But, certainly those are very serious things that you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
And, from what I saw, that sounds like you were compassionate and that you cared about him, and you sent some pictures that were like, he's looking too skinny and we need to feed him. And, there's sometimes you got frustrated, but at the end of the day, you kept coming back to caring. But the end result of that, he passed away, right? And he passed away from not eating food. I want you to be aware of this stuff, okay? So these are your Miranda rights, right? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything.
Detective.
Bro don't look like he got all his, light bulbs on. You know what I'm saying? Bro don't seem like he in. This is a wild... I know criminals go to childlike seating postures a lot of the time, crisscross applesauce, fucking curling up, crossing over, closing off, things like that. But this, bro, is extreme. He's sitting in a fucking ball. Bro's about to do a somersault.
Detectives are easing into the interrogation with harmless questions. But without any prompt, Paul starts discussing Timothy before they even pressure him.
When we talk about, I just jump right into it. Yeah. I know that we talked yesterday. And I know that not everything that we talked about was the truth yesterday. That's okay. Yeah. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to feel guilty about not telling the truth to me, okay? I want you to just focus on yourself right now and think about what's best for you. Yeah. And try to get to the truth of what really happened with your brother, because he deserves that. mean, there's clearly a lot of messages about stuff that you guys are doing with him, about what he's eating, about restricting his food. How did that all work? Like, what was he allowed to eat?
We stopped the food restrictions recently because we had noticed the thin. We wanted to get that back on. We didn't want any of this. We never wanted him to be injured or hurt. Okay. I loved him so much.
Yeah, I can tell that. I can certainly tell that. When you say we, you're talking about your mother. And
yes, she loved him. We wanted what's best.
Yeah.
The thing is, he was stuck.
You think bro was like dating his mom? It sounds like they got a weird ass relationship.
In the past.
Okay. What, so you stopped the food restriction. When did that kind of happen? Like, ballpark that for me.
2 weeks, approximately. We were hoping that we could get enough where it would be safe, and then we could continue to add it back to where we wouldn't have to work.
You think they had to lock it because that motherfucker would try to go eat for himself at night? You know what I mean? Like, bro was like, bro, I'm starving. Like, he would really storm the fridge and do stuff when they weren't around, you know what I mean? Trying to survive, so they had to put locks so he wouldn't get in there and make a mess. I don't know, just a thought.
Worrying we could.
What were the restrictions?
We made sure that it was still something that gave him enough calories and everything. It was rice or bread, and like I said last week, he got pizza.
Okay. What were they in place for, like, in the first place?
Sneaking food over and over and over. Okay. We've tried everything. We were nice. We tried different consequences, but he just he never listened.
What were some of the other types of consequences? Like prior to, like, are we talking like?
We did take away his devices.
Okay.
Because.
You see how he says we? Like, bro, that's your mom. That's not your wife. What you mean? That's your brother. That's not your son. Like, who are you to be making or inputting any of these fucking rules, dog?
That was also because he wouldn't stay on his school sites and would just go and try and play games or watch YouTube.
Okay.
But the thing is, he should have been held back so much.
Yeah.
But he passed.
Bro was like 16 and he weighed 69 pounds.
Passed all of his final exams. So I don't think it was my stepmother. My stepmother was amazing.
Yeah.
But I believe it was my father's doing.
Okay. Helping him pass exams. Was it all online school?
No. Back in Oklahoma, he went to public. The thing is, he never really did any of the other work, but when it came to final exams, he had everything he needed to know. So they let him move to the next grade, which was just...
Right.
Listen carefully to how casually he explains these punishments. A normal person would struggle to even say these things out loud, but Paul talks about them like they were every...
Bro, don't it seem like he was jealous of his brother for passing grades? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Bro went to public school. Ain't no way his dad can pass his fucking test for him.
Everyday necessary decision.
I don't think I could do like 7th grade homework, bro. I think 7th, 8th grade homework got me wrapped up, dog. That I'm bad, bro. Give me some 7th, 8th grade math, I might be cooked, bro. Ain't no way his dad passing his final exams for him.
So we're talking, so today's the 7th, yesterday the 6th. What day are we talking about the last time he was really kind of talking outside of the morning?
The 5th. He talked some in the morning. He was responsive.
Yeah.
That much I know.
What's the deal with the photograph in the bathtub of his face? Like, zoomed in on his face?
He'd been taking a bath.
Okay.
And I went in there to check on him at one point, and he's just kind of laying there.
Y'all heard it, chat. If y'all been around a while, y'all already know what I'm about to say. The fucking bath, bro. 9 out of 10 child abuse cases, a fucking bathtub or some type of bathing process or some shit like that is always brought the fuck up.
I'm like, bud, you okay? He didn't respond, but he was looking around, so, and he was breathing, I know that much.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So at that time, but he wasn't talking at that time?
No, and it started to concern me. I'm not sure if I texted Mama about it or not.
Well, you sent a picture to her.
Yeah, I probably should have said something about the ER at that point, though.
Well, certainly.
So stupid.
You have to think about it like this, right? She's a grown adult, and if she sees that, that's not all on you, right? You made, from what I see, you made numerous attempts to say, we need to do something different about this.
Yeah.
We can't keep doing this thing.
I know she's a good person.
Yeah. And it's not about.
I don't know if this is.
So is the lady causing the abuse his stepmom, or is that his biological mom? I'm confused. Because I wasn't aware of any stepmom until this interview.
Both of our faults. If we should have done something sooner, I know we both could have.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to think about this. Right now is not a time about blaming people, but it's a time to try to figure out, when could we have changed things? What could we have done differently? How did we get to the point where we were at? Because, clearly where you guys got to, when you say you was in the bath, that wasn't a nice, enjoyable bath, though, right? That was a punishment bath, right? That's a cold, ice-cold bath.
Harris, yeah, I believe you're correct on the ages. And the real mom was the one who did the abuse. The stepmom is just someone he's saying he liked. Okay. But she's not involved in this shit. So did they get to go over to his dad's house? His dad wasn't trying to feed, bro? Like,
and that's hard to understand.
I did wash. I did tell him that if he wanted to wash up, and he did, but then in the middle of it, I think the whole laying there in a daze happened.
When he's getting these ice baths, I know there's numerous of them, right? I mean, because I've read through the message.
bro, ice baths? Who the fuck is this kid? Tom Brady? Like, ain't nobody taking no fucking ice bath. That's torture.
Yes.
How are you getting the ice? Like, where's it coming from?
We have an ice machine upstairs. It's not a lot. It can barely create any. It's enough to make it a full-on.
But it's a cold bath.
Yeah.
And you're putting ice in there? Like, one dump of ice, 2 dumps?
One dump. Yeah, it's maybe that much.
And then you're just running cold water, or what type of water?
The water doesn't exactly go cold.
Okay.
It says there's a cold button, but it's basically sort of lukewarm-ish.
How many times would you estimate that you guys gave cold baths as a punishment for not behaving or whatever, for whatever reason?
At this point, there are only 2 terrifying possibilities. Either Paul was completely psychologically controlled by Shonda, or there was already something deeply wrong inside him to begin with.
So there's this restriction on food. You talked about bread. For how long?
Yeah, a good pickup. Bro said, this ice machine, this is exactly what this was for. This wasn't like every so often he needed this punishment. Like, even if we thought the punishment was extreme. And no. If you bought a whole ice machine for this shit and placed it upstairs, this hoe went on Home Shopping Network and got a whole device. Like, nah.
How long was he just eating just bread?
A week or 2.
What was he kind of eating before that?
We do ramen sandwiches, and I think at some.
Are y'all in jail though? Who the fuck out here eating ramen sandwiches? I eat ramen noodles all the time, bro. But I don't do. My bad. I had to make sure we didn't lose connection there. I eat ramen noodles all the time, bro. But I don't do like no jailhouse recipe shit, bro. I'm not making no spread or fucking making a lasagna or a pizza or a ramen sandwich or a ramen burrito. Like, I'm not doing none of that, bro. I just eat the noodles, bro. I just eat the regular noodles like a regular poor person, bro. Like, why are you out here making this man? They was trying to make him fat at some point. I think they only gave him the ramen bread when when the state was coming around. And then they probably gave him enough of those to make them go away. And then they started starving him again.
At some points, we actually give him like a meal.
Why was it that he couldn't have meals?
I mean, the whole sneaking. I don't know.
Because he was sneaking food?
A lot, yeah. We over and over and over. There would literally be times where I would be sitting on the couch playing.
Yeah.
And then I'd look up and he's there grabbing something.
Yeah. And so, whose idea was it for him to just eat bread? Is that your idea?
No.
Whose idea was that?
My mother's.
Tell me about the hot sauce. I know that was used as both the punishment and it was put on the bread. Was it always on the bread?
Not always, no. Okay. But the thing is, it still hardly did anything for him.
Yeah.
It's like she was trying to make food not desirable for him, bro. Like making him eat hot sauce bread, drink hot sauce. That's a wild ass psychological and physical way of torture. That's like fuck. What was bro's name from Game of Thrones? That turned bro into Reek. That turned that one guy into Reek. Rob's homie. Best friend brother. Theo, some shit like that. Ramsey, wasn't it Ramsey? Ramsey Bolton, yeah, that's right. Ramsey Bolton, that's right. Yeah, this chick is like the Ramsey Bolton of real life.
There would be times where it would do something for me because I'd accidentally rub my eye after I put it on there. It was ow.
Yeah. So you're putting. What dictates whether or not there's hot sauce on the bread that he's eating? What decides that?
I don't know. Whenever my mother told me to put hot sauce on it, I did. It was normally a thin layer to make sure that it wouldn't be too much. Because from what I know, the ghost or the California Reaper is 2,000 Scoville or 2 million Scoville.
What does that mean?
It's the hot sauce or the heat index, basically.
Okay. And that's pretty high?
Very.
So how long have you guys been using the hot sauce for?
Almost a month, maybe.
Okay. And was that only on bread, or was that on other stuff too?
I think one time we put it in some rice.
Man, I should have recorded it today, but my wife had got this sausage from the farmer's market, and she ate it the first time, and she was like, "You're not gonna like it. The texture's weird." And then I bit it, and I couldn't even swallow it. I was like, "Well, pause." But I was like, "Oh yeah, that's gross." Then I cooked them, right? Then she went to work, like whatever, and I made myself breakfast the next day or whatever. And I look at them, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I just start pushing them, and like the whole sausage just like peels out of this plastic. And then today, my wife started cooking breakfast. I was like, yo, don't eat that shit like that. You got to take the casing off. She was like, what? And then I peeled off the whole casing of the sausage. And that shit was like a fucking condom, bro. Like a little baby ass condom, bro. Like a little lifestyle ass condom, bro. Like fucking I was like, that's what you ate, bro. That's what you was eating. You ate multiple of those. And then we just started cracking up, bro. I was like, you just ate like 3 credit cards worth of plastic, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. But after that, I don't think we did that again.
What was it used for, right? Because you're giving him bread as a meal. What's the purpose of the hot sauce?
I know it was punishment, but honestly, I don't think it was that useful because, like I said, he had no feeling in his tongue. He literally bit a hole in it at one point and didn't even feel it.
Was he eating this bread with the hot sauce, or was he?
Yeah, he was.
Was that really the only things he had to eat those days, or would he get other things to eat?
From the bread and rice, other than that, not that I know of.
Okay. So for how long do you think he just ate rice and bread and hot sauce?
Maybe 4 months.
Watch, bro, tomorrow I'll make a breakfast sandwich and I'll post that shit on shorts and I'll show you how much casing, bro. Like, this shit was crazy. There's no way that shit's edible, bro. I swear to God, it looks like a used condom, bro.
Or 1 month, sorry. Jeez. I was thinking 4 weeks and my brain scrambled that.
We totally understand. I understand what you're saying. So maybe about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Did you see a decline in him during that 4 weeks of losing even more weight or being even less responsive? Or what changed when you moved into doing that?
I think it was that there would be times where it would take him a moment to respond. At first I thought it was just him acting, but then I was getting concerned. I think a week or so maybe ago.
Okay. That his responses are delayed, is that?
Yeah, and
as a matter of fact, I think you mentioned that to your mom multiple times, right? That he doesn't seem to be responding, that he can't walk very well, that he's stumbling. I think you mentioned those things too.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was her response to those things?
I think she was thinking, because there was one point where he did that, but it was before he was thin.
Yeah.
And it scared the crap out of me, but then he admitted to my mother later that day while I was at work that it was an act.
Okay.
So I guess we made the mistake, she made the mistake of believing that was what it was. I know that he's done stuff like that back in Oklahoma too. He would do something that would scare the crap out of us to make us believe that something was wrong. And
so it seems like they moved away from the biological father. And since they've moved away, the torture has ramped up.
Several times here, he faked seizures. I've seen it and I've also seen what happens because back in Oklahoma, he had seizures from medication problems.
Okay.
But yeah, I know that I can tell the difference. And at one point, he nearly...
Bro's a medical expert and shit. Mind you, he's really not, but he's trying to tell us he can tell the difference between a fake seizure and a real seizure. Hey guys, we 9 likes away from 50 likes. Let's get 50 likes. I'll give y'all DJ horn, man. Let's go.
Gabriel had just barely walked back into Mama and Adam's room when he tried it again. Had Gabriel been there, he would have been even more terrified than he already was because, like we said, he was there for the stroke and the seizures, so... Yeah.
Notice the collective language Paul uses here. He doesn't separate himself from Shonda. He speaks as part of the team, as if the punishments were shared family decisions instead of torture. If you're into clean designs with a criminal...
Can I ask you this, like, straight up? You keep saying love, love. Do you feel like this was love? That he's dead now because he couldn't eat food. Does that feel like love to you?
No.
He's dead because he couldn't eat.
No.
And I don't know anybody that thinks that's love. What I think's happening is your mom's convinced you that she's this perfect person, and she's asking you to do all these things that are literally killing your brother.
I know she's not perfect.
How is that love? How is love? How is love ice baths? How is love? How is love handcuffing? And how is love restricting movement? And how is love hot sauce in the mouth and only eating bread? What if you only got to eat bread? How would you feel? What if you only got to eat bread with hot sauce? Would you eat?
No.
You're pretty skinny already. It wouldn't take you long.
This is my natural weight. I have an overactive metabolism.
But it wouldn't take you long to be very much skin and bones if all you got to eat was bread and hot sauce, because how could you eat it?
By this point, the interrogation becomes far more direct, and it's becoming painfully obvious that Paul had been heavily manipulated over a long period of time.
Yeah, bro, he might have like some Stockholm syndrome himself, you know what I mean? Maybe he was not only privy to his brother's abuse, but maybe he had some type of abuse at younger age, who knows?
Do you think she did that? Do you think that message is just a little bit suspicious? That she sends you at just about midnight that says, he's in the closet, I had to drag him in there. You don't think he was already dying or dead at that point?
I was working, I didn't...
Yeah, bro was dead when she put him in the closet. She didn't want to have to look at the body.
Read that message until basically I'd gotten home.
But do you think she sent that for a reason? Why would she send that?
I don't know.
Doesn't it seem like maybe he was already dead? That she put him in there so that he could wake up and have died in his sleep? Because she can't call the police when he's in an ice bath and he freezes and he dies. Not freezes per se, but he dies in the bath. And she dragged him in there. Did she talk to you all about that? Did she tell you the truth?
No. He was dead before the bath, too. I wonder if he was just dead but clean. You know? Because the bowels have to release when you pass away. So, like, yeah. Did she keep the body on ice after he was dead so she feels like she could, like, try to extend the timeline on when she discovered he was dead? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
It's about what really happened.
I don't know at this point.
She did, right? I don't want you to lie to me anymore.
No, I don't know if he died in there. I don't know where. I remember, I know that when I got up, he was gone.
And when was the last time you saw him alive?
The 5th.
What time? Ballpark?
I think because of my bike, Mama had to come pick me up and drop me off at work. So I was very late getting there, but I'd let them know beforehand. I know he was alive before I left.
You know he was alive when you left for work?
Yeah.
And you don't really know exactly what time it was, but...
I think she managed to get there a little bit after 6. I managed to get to work around 6:35-ish.
The deeper investigators push, the clearer it becomes. Paul's thinking has become warped.
So she says to you at 11:49 p.m. on 7/5, she says, please set your alarm for 6 a.m. I ended up dragging him back to a small room, that's talking about the closet.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to risk him having access to the tub or other things overnight. Wasn't he already in the tub? So what do you mean risk him having access to the tub overnight? He's still trying to be... water. She says he's still trying to be stupid, but I will tell you more tomorrow while I take you to work, describing how many different ways I've proved that he's still faking. He's still doing it.
The thing was that
It's beyond
yesterday,
ridiculous.
See, it seems like he took pleasure in being the one who was like, I'll tell you if he's faking or not, Ma. I know when he's really injured. I know when it's serious.
I had offered him a pizza roll. Because I wanted to truly test whether he was faking or not. And at first he didn't move. I'm like, okay, maybe this is, but then he moved and went to try and grab it. I'm like, okay, I don't even know. I don't know anymore.
Well, he wasn't faking it, right? Because he died. Yeah. He wasn't faking it unless your mom did something to him to kill him. Do you think she did that?
No, of course not.
Outside of not feeding him food and punishing him for months, that's what killed him, right? Or did she hold a pillow over his mouth and suffocate?
No, of course not. She wouldn't.
Did she hold him by the throat and squeeze it until he died?
No.
So what killed him was not having food, not having access to food and malnutrition for months? How long did this go on for?
I don't know. No.
You feel good at all about any of this stuff?
No, of course not.
You can't, right?
I can't even live with myself.
But how do you feel about over and over and over again defending your mother about how good she is? Do you feel like that's the truth anymore? Because I'm quite disgusted by her. I'm disgusted by her.
She never wanted this.
Then how smart is your mom?
She's incredibly intelligent. Magna cum laude.
Right. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought, how can a woman that's this smart, this intelligent, graduate from law school, how could she not know what's happening? How could she think this is fake? How does she not know she's starving? How does she not see that he's wasting away? And you here, you're telling me that you've got some mental health issues, but you graduated from high school, and it's very obvious to you that he's got malnutrition, right? It's very obvious to you, but your mom here's not seeing that, and she's a law school graduate, and she's very smart. Do you see what I'm looking at here?
You putting that pressure on him. Put that pressure on him. Get these answers, bro. Not a child. This dude is 20 years old. 20 years old. Abusing his disabled 16-year-old brother alongside his mother.
She's a liar. She's lied to you about so much stuff. At some point, you need to stand up for yourself and realize she's the manipulator, she's the liar, she put you in this spot, she did this to your brother, using you. Do you not see that? That she used you to do this to your brother. Your mother used you.
Yeah, Morningstar, bro took back the pizza roll, bro. Bro didn't even let bro get the pizza roll. Like, you thought he was dead. And he woke up for the pizza roll, dog, and then you took that shit away? Like, what the fuck were you thinking?
She's so smart. She's smarter than any of us here. She's smarter than me. She's smarter than any detective here. She's smarter than our chief of police here. She's smarter than all of us. And we're supposed to believe she didn't know what was happening? No. She didn't want him around anymore because he was too much of a problem.
No, this not a kid. Oh, shit. I just dropped a whole bunch of fucking sunflower seed shells on the ground. Fuck. That makes me mad. But, yeah, this is the older brother. He was like the right-hand man to the mother. Like, he enforced a lot of the punishment when the mother wasn't home.
You know that's the truth. You can look back at it and see that, can't you? She didn't want him around anymore because he was too much work. That's the truth. And the second you start to believe that and understand that, then I think that's the time you can move forward in this case. Until you believe that, until you understand that, you're never moving forward from this. This isn't an accident. This didn't just happen. Your mom knew exactly what was happening to him, that he was wasting away. You saw it, didn't you? You saw it happening right in front of you.
It was never intentional.
For you? Or for her? Is she smart or is she not smart?
She's highly intelligent.
Then how is this not intentional? She thought, what did she think was going to happen then? He was just going to be good? And all of a sudden he was going to start behaving?
I mean, at what point does your own moral compass take over, though? Like, at what point are you like, bro, that's my brother. Like, what the fuck are we doing to him? He was just so hyped up. I can't even say that. Like it seemed like he was excited to do this shit, bro. Like he was coming up with ideas and like game planning, like with her.
Behaving and doing everything she said because she didn't feed him food? I don't know. What did she think was going to happen?
I don't know. I don't know what.
Exactly what happened is what she thought was.
So I'm saying, bro ain't a 10-year-old boy. Bro is 20 years old, dog. 20 years old. I know by the time you were 16, you done did hella shit that your parents told you not to. And you did that shit anyway. And I would hope to think that if you were going to not listen to your parents anyway, that you would at least let your brother get a fucking Pop-Tart or some shit.
Was going to happen. At some point, he wasn't going to wake up.
She never wanted him dead. She loved him.
That's love to you? Everything that we talked about is love? How?
You ready, man? Ready to go home?
Yeah, I guess.
I got some keys from your mom for the house.
No, I do not.
Throughout the interrogation, Paul repeatedly shows self-soothing behaviors, trying to calm himself down physically while the pressure keeps building. But in the end, none of it would save him from what was coming. In the end, both Paul and Shonda were held responsible for Timothy's death. Paul Ferguson was sentenced to 30 to 100 years in prison for first-degree child abuse, while Shonda received life without the possibility of parole. Thanks again for tuning in. Drop a like if you like this video.
Those ones felt good. I thought he was going to get off, especially the way some of the audience, some people, I can't be mad at everybody. Everybody's not going to have the same thought as me, but some people, kind of felt empathy for that kid, for being put in that situation. But like I said, for me, he was just too far gone for me to feel bad for him at that point. Like, there had to be like that I am me moment at some point. Like, bro, you a whole grown man, bro. Hey, it's not a bad thing if you do, if you have empathy or sympathy for that guy, it doesn't make you a bad person. You didn't do that shit to his brother. It's a whole sad situation, Next video, 12-year-old jumps from stranger's truck at 40 miles an hour. EWU body cam.
This guy basically said, you need to ride home. And then he goes, if you don't get in the car, then something bad's going to happen to you.
Where is the guy? He jumped out of your car, man. He fell out of that truck real bad. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah, I'm not acting like you're tough as come on.
How fast was the truck going?
35, 40 miles per hour.
Why are you acting extra ghetto?
Send up, do you hear? He's got a huge gash to his head.
That's not a murderer.
When a 12-year-old boy leaps out of a moving truck in the middle of the highway, Good Samaritans intervene, boxing the driver in before he can get away.
Nobody, the motherfuckers next to them in traffic on the highway, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? A whole teenager that jumped out that motherfucker.
Police arrive to find a chaotic scene, a victim whose version of events is changing, and a hostile suspect with plenty to say.
Hey, all right, well then let him go home. Let him.
Bro might be talking slurred because his head was leaking, but he sound drunk.
Go home! If you can't talk to me, you can't talk to nobody.
Damn, did bro just do the Michael Jackson? Was bro just dancing or am I tripping, bro? This is some good ass weed. Bro was just dancing, I think.
Him go home! If you can't talk to me, you can't talk to nobody.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On August 21st, 2019, witnesses in Boynton Beach, Florida called the police with a shocking report. A pickup truck was driving erratically down the highway.
Hey, Wi-Fi, thank you for the jewels, man. Appreciate the love.
when a young boy suddenly jumped out of the passenger seat and into the road.
Send up to you here. He's got a huge gash to his head. What's going on, buddy? What happened?
I was walking and he came by and told me to get in.
Who is he?
A white dude.
Do you know the guy?
No.
Did you guys witness this?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was heading west.
Did you jump out of the car?
Yeah. He told me he was going to drive me home, and I did it. He was going to do something, but I don't really remember what he was saying.
And he felt, from what I think, he fell out of that truck real bad. You know what? He was sliding on the.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was watching.
We got the fire department coming to check you out, all right? How
Hey, Jesse, thank you for the flowers, man. They smell fresh this morning.
old are you?
12.
While these witnesses stayed behind with the kid, 2 others chased the truck, finally blocking it in about a mile to the south. They detained the driver, who they will later describe as, quote, extremely inebriated.
All right. Stop.
He's shot. He's resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Then get on the ground. Face down.
No.
Face down. Can't like that. Can't like that. Get your arm out. The kid, he's in the floor, sir. Where's he at? What's with the kid? What's with the kid? What's with him now? I don't know. I had to chase this one down.
So he picked you up where near Freedom Shores?
Yeah, I just got off the bus.
Jesse, who's the kid?
I'm not a kid.
Where is the kid? He jumped out of your car, man.
There's no kid that jumped out of my vehicle.
There is a kid, my friend.
How fast was the truck going?
Maybe 35, 40 miles per hour. If he was really going that fast, he would have probably been worse.
Oh, he'd have been worse.
I couldn't believe only 2 people stopped. The truck, it was just like this. The truck was like this. And I'm surprised the kid did not get ran over.
Welcome to society nowadays. People just
crazy part is that much.
God, a few people did.
He said
Indeed, one of the witnesses who intervened now appears ready to lead the investigation.
This guy, he's on something. He's on something. Where is the little kid with the red hoodie?
Okay.
Where you got him from?
I remember a young kid hopping in my vehicle and then hopping out.
W witness. He trying to. He like, nah, bro. Where the fuck did he go, bro? Fuck that. The cop is cool for letting him do that shit too, bro.
Where you picked him up from?
Honestly, I didn't pick him up for any other reason. He's the one that hopped in and hopped right out. And honestly with you, bro,
he jumped out of the car and he got hurt, buddy.
And honestly, bro, I'm not that type of guy, so if he hopped in and hopped in.
He jumped out of your car, dude.
Is that
he
your
got
fault?
hurt. That's his fault.
Then I know he's okay then, because
he's not okay. He was on the floor laying down, man. That's up, man.
No. What I'm saying is,
Yo, Bill, Don, Jeremy, Lynn, welcome to the chat.
I've been up for a long time.
The man, identified as Timothy Miller, gives the police no reason to doubt that statement.
Where are we going?
Not yet.
I didn't do anything to nobody. I didn't touch nobody.
Yeah, bro. No, nobody just randomly has kids jumping out their car on the fucking freeway, doggy.
Those are the cars my ride, bro. I don't understand why everybody's tripping like I did some extra.
I'm getting off the high car.
That's crazy, Michelle. I thought everything was the fent now. I thought it was the big F. You can't even do nothing no more because you will fucking pass out, bro, and never wake up again. Never to be seen again, bro. Like, that shit is not worth it. Stick to your just go to the dispensary, bro. That's what, if you need advice, bro, I don't even drink like that, dog. Like, my only vice, and I wish I could quit, bro, but is is smoking, bro. I have to smoke my little nicotine and my little Mary Jane, before I go to sleep or when I'm on stream, and yeah, man, that's it.
95.
Timothy is detained in the back of a squad car, at least as long as they can keep him there.
Good.
Let me get a breath. God damn it,
Stay in the car. Get in the car.
I'm in the car.
Get in the car. Put your leg in the car. Put your leg in the car.
All right. Well, can you at least give me a breath?
You got enough breaths back here. The AC is going for you.
Why are you acting extra ghetto?
So basically pulled up next to his kid, told his kid to get in the car. If you don't get in the car, something bad's gonna happen to you.
Okay.
So the kid gets in the car and the kid jumps out.
Okay.
So basically it's an attempted kidnapping.
But at the other scene, the police are beginning to notice discrepancies.
So what happened?
Wi-Fi be like, zing.
I was walking and he came by and got me from the apartment by Freedom Shores. He said he could pick me up.
What do you mean he got you? He just asked me when to ride and you hopped in?
Yeah, he said if I didn't, he would do something. I didn't remember.
Yeah, now listen, be sure you're real honest with me. Because the chances are outstanding that we've got him too. And the reason I'm asking is because the story...
Yeah, that's a little bit, that would be a strong ass sativa, right?
may or may not be exact. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So talk to me. If you're going to be straight with me, be 100%, please.
So he came by to me and said, "Do you want to ride home?" I said, "Okay." But
Don't never take the ride, bros. Little bros and little sisters out there in the world, never take the ride, bro. It's always some weird shit on the other side of the ride. I'm telling you.
then I walked because I didn't know him. So I walked.
Right.
And he said, "Come in the car." Then I said, "Okay." Then after that, he was driving perfectly fine. But when it got right here, he was like swerving and stuff and trying. So I knew there was something wrong with him. So I opened the door and jumped out.
So you opened the door and jumped out?
Yeah. Then he started speeding that way.
Can I tell?
Malcolm, I don't even know what the hell that means. But yeah, man, congrats.
Tell you something? Would you believe that we got a complete different story? This is the second story that you've told. You see what I'm saying, partner? That's why I said, please be 100% honest. This could be the difference between someone's life or you may be locking somebody up for a long time.
Wi-Fi be hella productive, bro. He be hella productive.
Until we figure out what the hell's going on, he's just being detained.
As the officers prepare to transport Timothy for questioning, he begins airing his grievances.
Listen, man. Come on. Go. You know that much? Espanol. You ain't even from this country and you trying to hold it down like you're... You know how many of you that let go a day? God damn, that's up that you would even play that.
Those my cuffs on him. Come in my desk when you get done.
You, I don't even do nothing and I still get the weight ratio when I go in here.
Going where?
Going to where you're bringing me. What you mean?
Going on the Point Beach.
Oh, gee, who ratting? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, congratulations, Susan. Go make it to day 9 and 10. We're gonna be here for you.
Police Department.
Yeah.
You been there before?
No, actually. All I know is I don't with.
Meanwhile, officers discuss the way the 12-year-old's story has evolved.
This guy basically said, "You need to ride home," and then he goes, "If you don't get in the car, something bad's gonna happen to you." That's what he originally told me.
Yeah, no. The second time around, he said the guy came by and said, "Hey, I'll give you a ride." So he gets in the car. Then he says the guy's driving perfectly fine. Then the guy started swerving. He goes, "I thought something was wrong when the guy started swerving, so I opened the door and I jumped out."
With doubts forming, they talk to the boy once again.
What is he saying to you when this is happening?
He said, "Do you have any drugs? Kids your age don't do drugs." So I'll just go for drugs. What I'm saying to you is that there's...
Not gonna lie, that paramedic's fade was pretty clean, bro. Pretty clean fade. This is good work. This is really good work. because it's not the lame ass bald fade. I hate the bald fade, bro. I want to be able to see my hair a little bit from right here. This is like a half to a 1 to like maybe a 2. Then he got like a 4 or 5 on top, maybe a 6, maybe a 6. But so he can make it a little messy. W haircut, bro. We see a lot of bad haircuts on Fade King True Crime Reviews. So yeah, W haircut, bro. W haircut.
Drugs, so I'll just go for drugs.
What I'm saying to you is that there's nothing against America going on right now. The only problem that I have, if you guys even care about like this, is that I have a drug problem.
Okay.
So he invited you in the truck
Yes.
to give you a ride home, and you said yes. Yes?
Yes.
You were okay with that?
Yeah, after that,
Okay.
then he seems a little off.
All right.
I'm not doing anything specific, so hopefully that'll be towards the benefit of my party. Is that I do like Donald Trump.
Meanwhile, the officers continue to find inconsistencies in the 12-year-old.
See, bro, only crazy ass people be liking politicians, bro. Don't like politicians, bro. Don't vote no more, bro. Don't vote.
Old's account.
Then he wouldn't stop me, kept going faster and faster. So I opened the door.
Yeah, but before you opened the door, did you ask him to stop? Did you ask him you want to get out of the truck?
Got the truck.
You asked him, or you told what? Tell me what happened.
I told him, let me get the truck, since she was like,
With your right hand, hold that. So we need to know if you asked to get out. If you you just jumped out.
Yes.
As officers try to pin down the details of what happened, Timothy's mood in the back of the car begins to worsen.
Yeah, I'm gonna be acting like you're tough as Come on. Hey, listen.
Yeah, be careful with them carts, bro. We were talking about that the other night. Be careful with those vape carts that are not from the dispensary, bro. Like, I would never smoke a cart from the smoke shop. I would never smoke a cart from the fucking street, especially not the street. You know, I would give a smoke shop a shot before I gave a street, but I would stay away from either or. I would only smoke carts if I live in a legal state and I could obtain at a dispensary that's fucking regulated and has to be tested on what's inside of it. Because you don't want to cut them. You don't want them cutting that shit with too much of that terpene oil. Because just because it's labeled terpene oil doesn't mean like it's fucking supposed to be smoked. You know what I mean? It could be like a fucking burn oil, and now they're cutting that shit into the cheapest form of the THC distilled oil, and it's just trash. Like, I wouldn't smoke a cart unless it's diamonds or resin or rosin. The rosin carts don't taste as sweet, but they're more natural. And it's a little thicker. It's like closer to like something you would dab.
Listen, at least put your ear.
My bad, bro. I used to work for Cookies, and I used to work for Reef, which was the originator of like Khalifa Kush. So, like, I got a lot of knowledge on this type of shit.
You're in there. All right, well then let him go home. Let him go home then. Let him go home. Let him go home. You in your gloves. Come here. You're too scared, aren't you? That's the problem. Is y'all too scared? That's the matter with you. Is that you're too scared? You guys want somebody to murder, huh? I'm not a murderer. At least know that. At least know. Hello? Can anybody at least hear my message?
The 12-year-old explains to officers that he made up the man's initial threat because he thought his parents would punish him if they knew he accepted a ride from a stranger. And now in handcuffs, that stranger is looking for a way out.
See, that makes sense. Bro You know what? I don't even know if the kid was trying to do something bad. He could have just been a low income kid, bro, who walks home from school every fucking day, and he thought, damn, man, maybe this is my day. There's just a regular dude is gonna fucking help me out today. And then it got weird, so he got the fuck out the car. You know?
Out.
I can make you a whole month's worth if you just relax the out until I can get high one more time, because I know I'm going to jail regardless. And that one time they go to jail could cash you out.
The officer doesn't show any interest in Timothy's offer, which leads to another series of erratic outbursts.
Come on! If my mama ain't living, I ain't living. Yeah, I'm gonna call you a because you don't like it, because of what it conditions you. I don't give a about that, man. If you can't talk to me, you can't talk to nobody.
In an interview with detectives, the 12-year-old clarifies that while he may not have asked to get out of the truck, when he first tried to open the door, Timothy told him he wasn't allowed to leave, leaving the door open for serious charges. But first, investigators must get Timothy's side of the story.
All right, slide on out.
So we heard the kid's side of the story. He basically said he was walking home. Bro offered him a ride. He took it. On the way home, bro started getting weird, and the kid felt like he wasn't actually taking him home, so he jumped out the car on the highway. Witnesses then boxed bro in on the highway and called the police. The police later found the kid running down the highway, and witnesses made sure he stayed there till the police were able to arrest him. The kid told us he was walking, and yeah, that happened. Now we're going to hear bro's side of the story, which is going to be chaos and lies.
We're going inside. We'll get those cuffs
That's
loose.
fine. Me and you can be cool like
Okay,
that.
cool. All right, watch this way. No, turn around.
You guys don't scare the out of me at all. 'Cause I
that's
know exactly what you want.
Come on. We're going over this door over here.
You ain't scared. I can promise you.
Not trying to scare you, man. Tim.
You ain't scared
Not.
because you ain't doing.
I'm not. Tim, why are you tensing up like that? Tim.
You're legit not doing.
Relax.
You know that, right?
You gotta walk for me? I need you to walk, okay? Trying to get you in here to a nice air-conditioned chair.
You and your AC.
Well, what is those cuffs
Straight
off?
up. You, because I got your people.
That's right.
And you tricked out because you don't even know what I got.
You're getting real tough on us, son.
I'm not getting tough on nobody.
Then put one foot in front of the other.
Oh, private attorney.
Do that, Tim. Don't be stupid. Just sit down.
We're just gonna talk, man.
Relax.
But all I'm saying is that's not that strong.
Okay, that's fine.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you got me, Tim.
Who's a man?
You got me.
You got me, buddy. Just relax.
Bro's a real tough guy, right? Like, what's the point of this, my man? Why are we doing all this?
I know all your brothers. That's the part. Is it, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing to none of your brothers. Watch this. Watch how this unfolds.
Okay, we'll leave the door open.
Yeah, just hang. You can leave the door open and
Jeremy, yeah, I think you need to get a medical license. But to be honest with you, I don't think I would ever get a medical license because then you can't own a firearm. I don't own a firearm now. Like, and I don't plan. I'm not like looking to own a firearm in the future, in the near future or anything like that. But it's something that I would always want to have the option to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to tell somebody you have to have them or you don't have to have them. But I think everyone should have the right to, as long as you're mentally stable and you have no violent crimes and all the other stipulations that there already are. You know, it's not like you could just go buy a gun off the shelf, man. It's really, you gotta do some stuff and prove who you are and stuff. And I'm okay with that, but yeah.
and watch how much you're gonna appreciate it.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, even reading Timothy as rights turns out to be a challenge.
Then you have to bump up some joints. Yeah.
I know what
I had to read to you anyways.
Saying
You have the right to remain silent, not answer any questions. You understand that, right?
shut up.
Okay.
Once the detective manages to get through all of them, Tim agrees to talk.
I try to pull over, and I get pulled over.
How do you get pulled over?
I don't know. All I know is I get pulled over, and they say whatever.
Did the police pull you over or some Spanish guy pulled you over?
Well, I believe the police and Spanish people pulled me over because they were ready to go, and I say, okay, whatever.
The police note that Timothy is emanating a strong odor of alcohol, which could help explain why his answers are not entirely coherent.
They say they saw you driving down Hyperloxia Road when a kid jumped out of the car. Do you remember that?
I remember a young gentleman jump out of my car after something, but not on the Hyperloxia.
Okay. Why did the kid get in your car?
I don't remember any kid getting in my car.
But you said you remember a kid jumping out of the car.
I remember nobody except for myself, and I'm waiting for a job to happen. And then when it never happens, I hold on and continue.
Tim's answers border on unresponsive, but when the detectives ask if there was a sexual motive behind today's incident, he has a strong reaction.
You guys are sexual anything. Trust me, you guys are tripping out. Think about it.
That's what,
Way next level.
well, what were your intentions? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Ain't no type of intention like that. What?
Yeah, I love the American people, Michelle. You know what I mean? I love the American people, man. I don't care who's running the government, but those aren't my peers. You know, it doesn't matter what they call themselves, Democrat, Republican, whatever. Whoever's in charge at the time, it don't matter. They're not my peers, bro. I don't see people like that in day-to-day life. I just see hardworking Americans that are just trying to figure it out day by day like everybody else, you know? And I ain't even mad at rich people. Like, everybody always hates rich people, man. Most rich people don't even know why they're rich, bro. Like, they just was born into that. You can't be mad at them for that, you know? And you can't want them not to have that because, you know, they got it. You know, they already got that shit. Like, just try to figure out a way to get yours, you know? That's all you can do. And don't try to stop nobody from getting theirs because people are going to try to stop you from getting yours already. So if you already got people trying to stop you, if you're trying to stop other people, you're not going to be able to get yours. You're going to be on side quests that don't even fucking beat the game. You know what I mean? Just got to figure it out.
You guys scare the out of me with that technique. Please, don't even put me with that technique. Holy
Just trying to figure out because we have another side. We're just trying to hear your side of the story. That's right. That's
all right,
so
my side of the story is, whoa, man. Holy. Please don't go there. You guys are thinking I'm some sort of serial killer?
No,
Is that what's going on?
How old did you think he was?
Maybe 14 or 16. I don't know. Holy. No, it's not like that.
What if I told you he was
okay, well, can you guys look at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The only thing that I was trying to do at that moment was try to get my I pull over and he jumps in.
You didn't say anything to him like that?
I didn't have to. I mean, they know what time it is.
Gotcha.
I do it all the time. I'm just a regular from Clearwater, Florida. That got an issue with getting high.
Hey, Danny Lopez, thank you for the love. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you helping sponsor the stream. We have 61 likes, man. Let's push it to 100, y'all. Let's get it going. I know we got some more gifts. I know we got some more super chats out there too, man. Let's keep it going, man. Let's get into extending viewing hours.
Jesus Christ.
Timothy says he didn't smoke anything today, but after performing poorly on some field sobriety tests in the parking lot.
Bro was for sure dancing, dog. What the fuck was that?
That's a lot of numbers to be in yourself.
He earns a spot at the Palm Beach County Jail.
33, 34.
All right, this time you can play.
Spot today, but after performing poorly on some field sobriety tests in the park.
No, that wasn't a dance move, but it looked like one because he was so drunk and he couldn't even pivot. Like he couldn't turn around and walk the straight line.
Parking lot.
Hey, that's loud enough for the demon yourself.
He earns a spot at the Palm Beach County Jail.
33, 34.
All right, this time you in place of the arrest for suspicious of DUI. Do you understand?
Come on, man. Like, I just the so-called test. I'm not up.
26-year-old Timothy Miller pled guilty to 1 count of child abuse, 1 count of driving under the influence, 1 count of resisting an officer without violence, and 1 count of refusing to submit to a chemical or physical test. The most serious charge, kidnapping a child under 13, was dropped by prosecutors. He was sentenced to 5 years probation, but after a drug
Hell no.
violation in 2021, the judge sentenced him to 18 months in.
That's not enough, bro. That's scary. Bro's just drunk driving, going around, like, grabbing up kids and shit, bro. And he got 18 months in state prison because he fucked up probation. And they dropped his most serious charge. Low key, his public defender, like, did a good job representing him, even though we don't want that. You know, we're rooting for the other side, but still crazy. All right, street racer realizes he ripped cop's leg off. This is also EWU body cam. Let's go.
Whiskey 10, I got hit. I need fire rescue.
Get a tourniquet on. Now.
Yeah, no. I know. You cannot move right now.
Get on the ground! He was just an officer!
I didn't mean to.
He lost both of his legs.
Think it's a game out here?
What's gonna happen till I go over?
When a teenage street
Bro said, what's gonna happen to my car? Holy shit.
racer taunts police, daring them to chase him at dangerous speeds across a Maryland highway, officers work to bring his antics to an end. Instead, one wrong move turns a high-risk situation into a full-blown disaster.
You don't treat our family like this.
The following is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. On the night of October 17th, 2023, a line...
Hey, we have 65 likes. I don't know if I gave you the horn for 50. So there's your 50 horn, man. Let's get another one at 100, man. Let's push it. Let's get it up there.
Green Dodge Challenger pulls up alongside a Montgomery County police officer before rolling straight through a red light. The officer attempts to initiate a traffic stop, but it's clear...
No, that's what he wanted. That's why he did that shit. He was like, watch this. They can't catch me. He was going to try to probably put that shit on YouTube or something.
The driver has no intention of pulling over.
Don't you do it.
The moment the driver clears the entry ramp, the Challenger's headlights and tail lights go dark as it picks up speed and vanishes.
That green Challenger that we've had problems with, I just had him take off from me. Blacked out his lights, 270, over 100 miles an hour. I am not in pursuit.
But at just after 3:30 a.m., the Challenger returns.
Bro do not got the Hellcat. I think he just got the regular Challenger.
And officers keep a watchful eye.
Whiskey 10, can you advise the location?
I don't know, I can hear it. That might at least be a fucking Scat Pack.
Yeah, we're at the Clarksburg outlets, 270 South. He's just sitting at the entrance revving his engine, getting ready to jump on the 270 South, but we're not going after him at this moment.
No, bro. You gotta back up and come around.
Under
There he
XLB
goes.
270 and
Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's backing down the 270 exit right now. He's going to probably try to come around and do another loop. We'll let you know.
You wanna...
I'm going to set up over here. Stay right here. 32, he's getting on the 270 northbound at the moment.
He's 1060 driving without a license and a bunch of other charges.
The driver, 19-year-old Rafael Adolfo Mayorga, is no stranger to the officers, who now must find a way to stop him safely before the situation takes a deadly turn.
Long story short, we're authorized to stop sticking right off the bat. Don't even try. Matter of fact, too,
Honestly, I feel like if they know he gonna do this dumb shit, I would just let him do it. He gonna go home. Y'all know his name. Y'all know exactly who the fuck he is. So that means you know his address. Like, just put a bolo out for the night. Like, hey, where'd you see him? Last, and boom. Just serve a warrant for his ass. You didn't have to risk these civilians that are going to be on these roads, these officers that are fucking throwing down spikes and shit and chasing him. Or, bro, this shit is an ego match, a pissing match.
we can box him in, not roadblock. We can box him in. That'd be even better to force him to take an exit.
Box him in, you start ramming the cruiser, first degree assault.
Straight up.
Though seemingly confident in their plan, the officers have no idea it's about to go very wrong. 36-year-old Sergeant Patrick Kep heads to one point of the highway as his colleague positions himself at another, both preparing to deploy stop sticks. While watching for the car to appear, a call over the radio from Sergeant Kep reveals that his attempt to stop the Challenger has catastrophically failed.
Whiskey 10, I got hit. I need fire rescue.
Nearby officers race to his location, and it's immediately clear that his condition is critical.
Fire rescue.
Nearby officers race to his location, and it's immediately clear that his condition is critical. 36-year-old Sergeant Patrick Kep heads to one point of the highway as his colleague positions himself at another, both preparing to deploy stop sticks. While watching for the car to appear, a call over the radio from Sergeant Kep reveals that his attempt to stop the Challenger has catastrophically failed.
Whiskey 10, I got hit. I need fire rescue.
Nearby officers race to his location.
That was the goddamn. I was using that one for an ashtray, so when I spit my seed in there, it made some fucking ashes come up. That was stupid. But bro sounded hella calm for someone whose whole leg just got chopped off. He was like, "Yo, I got hit. I need fire and rescue." Like, bro, as a soldier, I'd be fucking screaming. He's probably in shock right now. I'm surprised he could even radio that shit in.
Location, and it's immediately clear that his condition is critical.
Hey, all right, hey, we got fire rescue coming, all right? It looks like you've been in a crash. Hey, don't, hey, get stay down, Sarge.
Sarge,
Sarge,
back.
Sarge, stay down.
Get a tourniquet on. Now.
Sergeant Kep lies on his stomach, one leg horrifically twisted and mangled, the other torn off and lying in the road nearby.
What do you need?
The second officer, still waiting further down the highway with a second set of stop sticks, throws them just as the Challenger speeds past.
Bro was not trying to fuck with it after that, bro. He was like, hold up. Bro just lost his leg. I'm finna jump back as soon as I throw this bitch.
32.
Here's
32. I hit the car, spike strip going northbound, 270.
He follows the car until it comes to a stop, where it's quickly abandoned by 19-year-old Raphael and his female passenger. They both jump the guardrail and attempt to flee on foot.
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! On the
Raphael, you on the highway. Your fat ass ain't running nowhere.
Ground. 32, I have him in custody. 270 northbound on left hand shoulder. Put a place on my picture.
Sir, you got a placemaker, sir!
I know you don't give a one. I know you don't give a Stop talking. I freedom of speech. Your freedom of speech is you being arrested for first degree assault on an officer. Good luck with that. I didn't mean to. Good luck with that. Put your hands behind your back.
Bro had the best defense. I didn't mean to, bro. I didn't mean to take bro's leg off, so this shouldn't even be a deal. This shouldn't even be an issue.
Think it's a game out here? And I'm gonna tell you right now, he gets hurt and he dies, guess what? You're going to jail for murder. You understand that?
But hope isn't lost for Sergeant Kep, who continues the fight for his life. A female officer cradles his head, trying to keep him calm and physically stabilized.
Your breathing is perfect. Just in and out. Keep your eyes open, Cap. Keep them open. I know. I just need to see them. I need to see your eyes.
Is somebody with 9 Whiskey 10, please?
We're with 9 Whiskey 10. We need fire
Cap a real one. I hope he pulls through, man.
rescue here now.
They're coming. Just make sure somebody's with.
If he can pull through, he can get like early retirement and shit.
69.
Officers are reassured that a helicopter is on its way. Meanwhile, a witness who saw the entire incident unfold is placed in the back of a police cruiser, where he calls someone over the phone.
I just watched a police officer get hit by a charger.
What the?
He lost both of his legs.
What the?
And I think he might die, bro.
Cap, keep your eyes open. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to hear it over and over, but I'm going to keep saying it over and over.
You're good.
Bro, his muscle matter was literally on the floor, bro. Like his legs are, both of his lower legs are torn off. Like his ankles past to his shin below. Middle of his shin below is torn off.
That's tough, bro. Damn. Both? I thought it was one. Bro lost both his legs.
No, bro. This Loki has me shook.
So he just ran him over, like, and he was going so fast, his fucking legs just exploded, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Can I pray?
Yep.
God, right now I lift Cap's life up for you. To you. We know that you are a healer and you are a good God. We don't understand why things happen, but we know that you have a plan. Keep still. Cap, don't move. Do not move. I know you want to. Keep your eyes open.
Rescue.
I would love to know that. Cap, no! I know. You cannot move right now.
He got hit, fool. Like, when I say he got whacked and went straight into the guardrail. I hate to even tell you any more details, bro, but I seen this muscle. His literally the muscle, so I guess like his calf muscle down to his Achilles sitting on the floor.
Meanwhile, the officer who single-handedly
God damn.
apprehended both Raphael and his female passenger takes the opportunity to scold them while he awaits backup.
I'm gonna tell you what. Is your officer okay? I'm gonna tell you what. Both of y'all are gonna be going to jail for first degree assault on an officer. Good luck with that. You thought it was a game playing with us all these times.
Okay.
But this is where you're at.
The officer okay?
Guess what?
I don't give a about me.
I don't know. I don't know.
He trying to switch it up to make it look like he got remorse and shit. You know?
No. He's gonna be medevac to a hospital. I don't know. That's your answer.
But despite the devastating injury to his legs, Sergeant Kep continues relaying orders to his officers.
Walk all 270 to the chopper.
I've asked.
God, I'm a dumb. Shut it all down.
Shut it all down.
Vicky, it's fine. I know it's wrong.
You're not dying.
No, I said it's fine.
Okay. I'm just making sure that you know fire rescue's finally here.
Good. Get me on.
Oh, we're getting you on a helicopter. You don't treat our family like this.
Never in my life have I ever got that angry. You're over here playing with people's lives on this road, and you're riding with them thinking it's okay? And guess what now? You're just as much an accomplice as him. You want to talk about you heard you got medical?
I would like to believe that, but there's no way she gonna be responsible for any of this shit. They always let the chick get off. Every time.
Medical conditions after doing that? You think anybody's worried about your medical conditions? You just come stand over here with them. Idiot.
With the helicopter still some distance away, paramedics work to stabilize Sergeant Kep for transport and manage his pain.
God, I'm stupid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
He's conscious.
am. He is?
Yeah.
Yep.
He might have went out into the street a little bit, like trying to be brave, throwing that shit out. That's why he's like feeling bad and shit.
Are you in pain right now? My legs, obviously.
You are aware there's a... Yeah, right there.
I'm going to move back slightly so they can evaluate you, but
Can you stay
literally,
with me?
I will be with you every step of the way. I'm going to move back just slightly.
How's your head? You get knocked unconscious? No, sir. Any injuries on the front of your body that you know? Not that I know of. I'm starting to get massive pain in my legs.
Who's trying to get to We're good.
Bro, this one tough son of a gun, I tell you that, bro. To not be screaming, bro hasn't screamed or cried or anything, bro. Pled for his life, anything. This cop was a real one, bro. He's not scared at all, bro. Bro's a real one.
Start 9B on you, okay?
Quick.
Still in the back seat of a cruiser, the witness continues to talk about the incident with someone over the phone.
Well, I'm sure he's afraid, but he's not showing any fear, is what I'm trying to display.
Guy running? Yeah, he was running. Bro, this was driving at least 120, bro.
That's just so sad, too. You don't know if he has family or kids.
Yeah.
All right, when I find out what hospital we're going to, who do you want me to call? Anyone?
Home.
Okay. Got it. They need us coming. Okay.
Phyllis and Tim.
Okay.
They're going to be freaked out.
Yeah, I'll wait till, you know.
Thank you.
All right, that medicine's coming.
You're amazing.
The female officer takes hold of Sergeant Kep's hand as paramedics deliver a round of pain medication.
I know the police can be bad, bro. Damn, bro. I done did some dumb, bro. Some dumb. Pray for the officer, man. Pray for the officer.
How you doing, brother? You alright? Yeah, just a lot of pain, obviously. Okay.
Got you. We got you.
How y'all doing?
A helicopter finally arrives, transporting Sergeant Kep to a hospital for emergency treatment. The two teenagers are also taken to the police station.
When you a police officer, you gotta have like some type of life insurance or injury insurance, you know, something like that. I would hope so.
Where the shocking lead-up to the night's tragedy will soon come to light.
So your first name is Rafael Mayorga? Mayorga. Okay, I'm pronouncing that correctly? Yes. What's your middle name?
Adolfo. Not Hitler. But
Adolfo?
Yeah, Adolfo.
Not Hitler?
Yes, sir.
That's what you said?
Not Hitler.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I heard you right.
Yeah.
You do happen to be dealing with two Jewish detectives, you know, so I'm
sorry
glad
about that.
Don't be sorry that we're Jewish.
No, it's just, I don't know what's wrong with my parents. My grandfather was named Adolfo. So.
No, it's all good.
I said that half kidding. I just, when you heard said not Hitler, I just wanted to make sure I heard you say that right. That's kind of funny.
I guess we'll just get down to like, what happened tonight?
Bro tried to have a little joke. He tried to have a little joke session with the cops. Like let me throw it out there with an icebreaker. Then he didn't have not one, but two Jewish cops, bro. They probably wouldn't even have made that connection, you know, because he said it in Spanish. That's silly. Hey, guys, we have 72 likes, man. Let's get up to 100. Let's go.
Morning, buddy.
What's up?
I need money. I'm going broke. So I do a little illegal street racing.
Raphael shares that earlier in the night he went.
Bro, watch Fast and Furious way too many times.
To a local car wash where other street racers meet and place bets.
Then there's some people that bet money, bet their cars, or bet something. I don't have money. Sometimes I bet my car, even though it's not 100% paid off.
So tonight, what you went up there to race?
Correct.
And is that what the bet was about? Is it always a race? Is there ever a bet about, like, I can get away from a cop, or I can...
Correct.
So what was it tonight?
Tonight was racing and get away from a cop.
Both?
Yes, sir.
What was the bet?
It was $2,000.
The bet he describes is fairly straightforward. If he won...
I don't think nobody... So what? Like, how would they know you did that to a cop? Like, the fuck? Like, I would have just... All right, so basically he said he had to win the race, then he gets the money, then he has to race home to keep the money. Bro, I just would keep the money and drive home regular. Fuck those guys. I already did some illegal shit.
And he'd take home the cash. If he lost, he'd have to give up his prized possession, his lime green Challenger.
You did the race tonight, right?
Correct.
Did you win?
Yes, sir.
Where's the money?
My wallet.
However, he claims his wallet was lost while he fled from police and was taken into custody alongside his female passenger, who turns out to be his younger cousin. According to Raphael, he...
That's weird, bro. That's weird.
asked her to come along and play the role of a lookout. The detectives explain she will receive a grand jury subpoena, but for now, the teenage girl has been sent home.
So you're just driving around 270 trying to bait cops, basically? Trying to get into chases?
Yes, sir.
You correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
That's what you were doing tonight?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna look at you in the eyes telling you, yes, sir, that's what I did tonight.
I appreciate that. Most people don't do that.
I'm sorry for what I did.
How fast do you think you were going?
I wasn't lucky. More than 100.
More than 100?
He admits he believed that officers wouldn't chase him if he hit such dangerous speeds, and that the only officer who has ever done so in the past is Sergeant Cap.
Back when I ran away from home, and when I was 17,
Hey, Danny Lopez, thank you for that 100, man. Appreciate you helping sponsor the stream.
I ran away from him in a rented vehicle.
You mean you fled, like you took off in a car?
Yeah, and I caused a collision, and I fled on foot. That's how I knew Sergeant Cap, and then...
This was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
But Raphael has yet to realize that Sergeant Cap is the same man he struck tonight. Back at the scene, the officer who apprehended Raphael grapples with what happened to his sergeant.
Man, you just gotta hang in there, bro. Let me tell you something. Between my job here and the 9 years that I volunteered in the fire rescue service, I've seen some stuff where I have no idea how that person lived. We already know Cap's a tough man. You know, just gotta have a little bit of faith and trust in God, and brothers and sisters in the fire rescue service. 'Cause let me tell you something, man. When it's one of our own,
What up, Hawk? Good morning.
the effort's tenfold. That's what I would want to know happen. That my brothers and sisters on the job stayed out there and they took some down. The kind of guy Cap is, that's going to mean something to him. Big time.
As the officer leaves the scene, he makes a plea.
Please take care. Please let him be okay.
There's no other way to tell you. So the officer you hit tonight is Sergeant Cap. He's the officer in the hospital right now. We know for a fact he's going to lose one leg. We hope that that's, in a way, that we're in this position where we hope that that's it. We hope that he'll make it out there with one leg as an amputee. But we don't know.
Hey, Roger, appreciate that 100 emoji, man. Appreciate the love. Thank you for helping sponsor the stream.
But, the officer that you've known for a couple years, and he seems like for a while he's been kind of made a project to get you off the street, and, to make sure that you're not doing what you're doing, and this is what happened. It's kind of a sick twist or irony in a way. What do you think?
What you just said, sir.
You didn't know that was him tonight?
No, sir.
Alright.
charges.
Yeah, one of them was all the way off. Like it was like spliced. It looked like it like just broke off from the way the witness in the car was describing it.
He was found guilty by a jury of 1 count of second-degree assault, 3 counts of attempting to elude uniformed police by failing to stop, 2 counts of leaving the scene of an accident knowing or reasonably knowing
He lucky he didn't get attempted murder.
the accident might result in serious bodily injury, and an injury occurred, 1 count of failure to render reasonable assistance to an injured person, 3 counts of attempting to elude police in an official police vehicle by failing to stop, 1 count of attempting to elude uniformed police by fleeing on foot, 1 count of attempting to elude police in an official police vehicle by fleeing on foot, and 1 count of driving a motor vehicle without a license. He was sentenced to an aggregate term of 22 years plus 60 days behind bars.
Had to throw that little extra 60 days on there. Cause he young, bro. He 20 by the time he go to jail, 19, 20. So he gonna be out when he in his 40s, bro. That's low key like your prime, bro. From 40 to 50, you know, that's like your last best years, you know what I mean? You're your smartest. You should still have some physical prowess a little bit, be able to move around healthy, you know? And yeah, and your money making prime usually.
Ensuring it will be a long time before he is behind the wheel of a car again. In 2024, Sergeant Patrick Koepp received 2 awards from the Maryland Highway Safety Office for his outstanding achievements in road safety. And after spending nearly a year in rehabilitation and learning to use prosthetic legs, he returned to service with the Montgomery County Police Department. According to a Facebook post by the agency, he was promoted to lieutenant in 2025. The same year, Maryland lawmakers passed the Koepp Act, which increases penalties for reckless drivers in an effort to strengthen accountability. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light,
You know what I'm saying? Man, so yeah, 22 years, bro, that like he's still going to be able to, you know, make something of himself. If he puts his mind to it, if he's not institutionalized by that point. But that's a fair judgment, because like that officer's life's never going to be the same. He's lucky he's still working. He's obviously some type of office police officer now, you know what I mean, in the behind the desk. But of course, like, you know what I mean, like the dude survived that and actually kept one of his legs. Like that probably was a lot of rehabilitation work to keep that leg able to not have to be cut off. You know what I mean? But with that being said, man, that's gonna be tonight's stream, man. Or this morning stream, my bad. But appreciate you guys. Love each and every one of y'all, man. Thank y'all all for tuning in. Shout out to my girl, who that dropped that super chat. She dropped in that $20 super chat tonight. So appreciate the love. Also, everybody else who donated in with the gifts. You know what I mean? That's always duly needed over here, man. We're trying to keep it going, keep the momentum strong. We over 11,000 subscribers now. So let's go ahead and knock down 12. Let's get up to 12,000 subs. If you haven't hit it, hit that button already. Hey Roger, appreciate the love, man. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for sending us off with a flow state. But definitely check out our memberships, guys. They start at only $2.99 a month. Cool way to support the channel. Thank y'all for being here. You could be anywhere in the world, but you here with me. And for that, I appreciate you. Peace and love. I'll see you next time. Cue the outro.
And the art of punches when you could throw 2 punches that sound like one. You could throw punches. You can hear them. They were 2, but they sound like fucking 1 punch. They all understand. Anybody that hears this understand art of fighting. They know what I'm saying. You do 2 punches that sound like 1.